Hello, and welcome to Reserve Inspirations D&D Live, where my friends and I play a sci-fi homebrew version game of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for your entertainment. My name is Aaron Benner, and I'm your Galaxy Master. Tonight, like any other night, I am joined by our lovely friends and players, starting at the top left and circling around. Priya Tate as Minerva, Kayla Adams as Zanesi, which, by the way, Friday was her birthday. Happy birthday, Kayla. Mike Bridges as Zaxa Zior, Sarah Doobie as Captain Emmy Strang, and Lauren Richard as Tita. And of course, our production manager and voice from the shadows that only we can hear, Andy Souza. So, of course, we have our normal announcements like every week. We are live Mondays, 6:30 to 9:30 on Twitch. Our videos hit YouTube on Fridays at 10 a.m. And, of course, please like and subscribe. We always appreciate that. We love comments as well. Our first episode of Just the Tips, where I will give you GM tips and help you prep for, as a GM and as a player, will be airing on Twitch this coming Saturday, January 16th. And The Adventures of Plonk, which is a spin-off of this D&D campaign, will be coming in early March. More details soon. And I believe, wow, that was quick for my stuff. Priya, it's all you. Right, ran through it real fast.
You can search for us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. Keep up with what we're doing. Like and follow our social media. Also, if you want to join our Discord server, we've got one of those now. The link to that is in our social media bios as well as our Twitch bio. Come hang out with us, talk about D&D, share some memes. It's a great time. That also felt very fast. But, no, I'm like trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I did. But for today's space fact, space does a lot of weird things, and a lot of weird things happen in space. And one of those really weird things is if there's like two pieces of the same type of metal and they like touch, they'll just instantly fuse together. It's called cold welding, and it happens because like the atoms in each individual piece of metal like just if they come in contact, they do not know that they are separate pieces of metal. They are the same thing, and they just yoink together. This doesn't happen on Earth because like there's air and water and other particles separating things, but space is a vacuum, so there's nothing like there's no barrier. They are stuck together now. This has a lot of implications for what things being sent up into space can be built from, but yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. So
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that not enough for you, Aaron?
I know. It was still, yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
No. I'm amazed that we are done with announcements in like 3 minutes time instead of the normal, like, I don't even know how long it usually takes us to get through them.
A whole 4 minutes.
A whole 4 minutes.
We really have a lot to do.
But since we have finished the announcements, it's time for a recap of what happened last time on Reserve Inspirations D&D. So, the party, with the exception of Zanesi and Kubrick, took a temple heist job for Minerva's employer, Madame Fairchild, under the waves of the realm of Muspelheim. They set off without a guide and came across a few complications along the way. After dealing with rough currents and a handful of swarms of kippers, the party made their way to the edge of the Sahag Trench, a fissure cut roughly 3 miles deep into the abyss-like bowels below. Before descending, the party met a merfolk looking for his missing wife, and after some accusations and snide comments from Tita, the party welcomed the merfolk to join them in their descent. After a long search in the pitch blackness, Zaxa finally located the hidden entrance to the alleged temple. The party made their way inside to find a quad of sahuagin warriors riding sharks, led by a coral smasher sahuagin. Battle ensued with our group of adventurers coming out on top. Next, Zaxa, Minerva, and Tita located the tunnel that supposedly, according to Madame Fairchild, leads to the inner sanctum, where the treasure in question, a bust of the goddess Airdrie Fenya, is rumored to lie. Zaxa discovered that the gate is opened with a release or pressure plate of some sort, and through a thorough investigation of the area, he located a pressure plate sensor inside the mouth of a 25-foot shark statue in the center of the cavern. With some quick thinking, Zaxa used his mage hand spell to press the release and open the barred gate. Now, back on Isgard Prime, Zanesi and Kubrick decided to try their luck at the library once more. This time, Zanesi discovered a much closer potential location for the equipment necessary to drill through the frozen-over impossible depths. After a long day of research, they went back to their volcano lair to rest. In the middle of the night, they were awoken by the sound of magic and then grunts of pain. Hunched before them, the hulking form of Minerva's arch-nemesis, the half-fire giant and leader of the vicious mercenary group, the Obsidian Order, number 1. He yelled for Minerva's help in locating his once again kidnapped wife, number 4, or better known by the party, Nolgatim. After learning that Minerva was deep beneath the waves, he stormed off to his father Gurkis' shop above. Zin and Kubrick took up refuge on the Gun 792 ship, in hopes they did not come across this imposing figure again before Minerva and company return. And that, my friends, is where we will be picking up today. So, I would like to jump first to Zanesi and Kubrick, who have taken up refuge inside of the Gun 792. And so Kubrick is he's kind of just sitting in the cockpit, keeping his eyes on the elevator door area where number 1 could come down from the volcano lair. He's just kind of got his feet up on the console, kind of just watching it, looking out the window. What are you up to?
I'm probably in there with him. So what do you think we should do, if he comes down here? I know we have a whole ship, but are there
Well, I think it's going to really depend on his state. If he comes back down here and he's looking as bad as he did before, maybe we can kind of confront him, get some more information, and if worst comes to worst and it comes to blows, we could probably take him. But if he comes back down here and he's looking like he's ready for a fight, then I'm not really sure that the two of us can handle him. And he kind of just like gives you the face like, yeah, I'm new at this, and you're in a wheelchair, so
We're screwed. All right.
all this hat.
Interesting. So
I'm
You gotta
not-
do something
I'm
about
done.
that hat, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something with it someday. For now,
I think
I'll
you
just
should
be
get, like-
Kubrick without the hat.
oh my gosh, what about like those tiny hats that are on headbands?
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Hat.
We're gonna
Little
get
tiny
that.
hat.
We will get that for
Put on a
Cooper.
headband.
Little hat.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll pay for a tiny hat myself.
Oh, all right, perfect.
Absolutely.
This is a
All
binding
right.
contract.
Sorry.
Verbal contract. I understand that.
So Kubrick is. I could actually just put this hat right here. So you
Oh.
can see it in the- oh no, you can't see that because it's a different screen. Never mind.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. So Kubrick's is just it's I really I was ready to take him on down there. I just wanted to make sure that you were good. I didn't know if you were able to handle yourself, so I just kind of left it.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right. Well, seeing as how he's probably going to get help, if he does come back down here, he's not going to look the same way that he did. So the plan that I'm hearing is we either hide in here and lock the doors and hope for the best, or we run away.
We could definitely take the ship and go fly it out to one of the island ports. We could definitely do that if you wanted to. Probably be safer, but that we kind of leave some of our equipment behind here.
Yeah. I don't really like that one.
Like I believe Emmy's transport pod is still here.
Yeah.
We have no way of attaching that to this ship, so.
All right, so that's out. Can't really go looking for a drill if we don't want to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to correct myself. I said Emmy's pod. It's Modi's pod.
Oh, I see.
Modi's pod.
You saw me
valid.
start to write something, right?
Yeah, because when I said it, I saw your face, Sarah, and I was like, "Oh, I made a mistake right there." Modi's pod. Yeah, he was the one that flew in later on, and you ended up bringing his pod there. So and I don't think that pod can, like I said, attach to the side where the other fighter pod used to be.
Yeah.
So if you want, I can take this one. You can take the pod, and we can bring them both over there.
I guess we don't have anything in like the living quarters, I guess you'd call it, do we?
Well, everyone's personal stuff's still there.
F.
We could try to go back and get it.
No. I'm good.
All right. Well, hey, listen. There's plenty of work to do. We can definitely work on the side of the ship that is just non-functioning at the moment. Or, like, as I know you mentioned earlier, you wanted to do something with your chair. You can work on that. Whatever you have some
true.
ideas. Do you have any ideas?
I mean, if big tough man comes back,
Big tough. Yeah.
big tough scary bleeding man, if he comes back, it might be cool to have some kind of weaponry on this chair. Like, I'm
All
just
right.
saying, like, it would be pretty neat.
Yeah. I don't want to leave the ship here, but I definitely want to go to the junkyard, see if we can find something to work on.
That might be a later project then.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just fix the ship that needs fixing, and then
All right. So yeah,
Go
so
from
the
there.
two of you gotta head back to the lower half of the ship, if you will. And I believe it was the left-hand side that you guys have not fixed yet. So there's a bathroom, 5 bedrooms that are just kind of have holes leading out to space type situation. And I believe it was also the armory that is pretty damaged. So those you can start working on fixing the repairs in the walls, anything like that.
radical.
Okay. And while you begin to do that for the day, we're going to circle back around to the rest of the group. If you'd all like to bring up roll 20, so you can see where you all are at the moment. Oh, that's right. Tita is way over by the
That
other
other storm
tunnel.
drain thing.
Yeah. And now, Emmy, how long did your inspiration thing last with the additional hit points?
I think it's generally 1 minute or 1 round. It doesn't last very long right now.
Well, a regular inspiration is 10 minutes, so definitely check on that because it might be more.
Okay. All right. Checking.
But I would say, though, at this point, Minerva, if you haven't already used your inspiration from Emmy, that it would have gone away because you've already been searching this room.
I believe I used it. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you are all in this massive cavern where there is a huge 25-foot stone shark statue in the center. And the group, which at the moment is comprised of Minerva, Emmy, Zaxa, Tita, Modi, Diambra, and a merfolk gentleman named Algae. You are all just kind of you've released the bars on the left-hand tunnel with the pressure release inside the shark's mouth. The storm drain on the right-hand side of sorts, it is not releasing, so there's somehow jammed. But the left-hand side has released for all of you.
They're clipping the vines with my pincers.
What flavor of jam is it?
I'm sorry?
Never mind. We'll move on. Man, I didn't think it would go that flat, but all right. Anyway.
With drum sound effect, but
So Algae kind of comes up and he's like, I know some of you mentioned that you have healing abilities. I'm not doing too well at the moment. And he kind of do a huge gash across his chest. He's like, if anyone has that ability, I wouldn't mind some assistance, or maybe we can take a quick rest. I'd rather not rest if Corlena is in trouble, but if we need to, then we need to.
I don't think resting inside the temple is a good idea. I can help a little bit. I'm just gonna put a hand on his shoulder and I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
He's gonna get 10 hit points back.
Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. I feel much better. Thank you.
No problem.
Much appreciated. I'm ready to continue on to find Corlena.
Great.
I'm just gonna yell across the room, Tita!
Yeah.
We found a way open over here.
All right.
It might be easier than clipping through all that brush. That's literally how fast Tita got over there to you guys.
I mean, what was the actual distance on that? I feel like I could have done so long. Oh no, that was 80 feet. That was a lot.
Yeah. 2 turns worth of movement there with a double move.
12 seconds. Ugh.
All right. So, what's the plan, everyone?
I mean,
wait, is it fully open? We can see in it?
Yeah, I don't have an image that allows me to remove the bars, but yes, the bars are not there. They have what's the word?
Well, then I want to go look at it.
Sunken into the ground.
Receded.
Thank you, receded. That's exactly the word I was looking for.
All right.
I liked sunkened.
I'll admit that's a better word.
Yeah, sure, whatever. All right. So, what is the plan, everyone?
I don't go in, I guess.
well, I want to can I take a rock and cast light on it and just throw it? I want to see if if there's something in there that could get us. I would rather disturb it and bring it out here where we can fight it in a semi-open room than in a tunnel.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably toss a rock maybe 20 to 30 feet into the room.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
No problem. I will release some of the area.
Unleash the beast. Okay. No, I'm glad you said that because I was literally gonna have Tita be like, so you should probably light a rock up and throw it in there. Like, just so we can see whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can see.
Hold on, I gotta make my thing zoom over.
I think we established that it was just Zoxa, right?
Oh, do I still have dark vision cast on me?
How long does that last?
It was like 8
8
hours.
hours.
Then yes.
Perfect.
But yes, that's as far as you see down the tunnel.
All right, but like nothing like.
No, it looks like it's a smooth cylindrical style tunnel that, from what you can see, goes 30 feet, and it looks like it keeps going, but it's hard to tell because it breaks into darkness.
All right.
Oh, actually, you tossed it 30 feet, so you'd actually have more visibility than that. Because it would give you like at least 20 on the other side as well.
I knew it was just going to be more hollow.
You can get to
I'll give you a little bit more. Oh, gee, thanks.
Well, if no one is going to go, then I will go first. And Diambra starts to push her way through everyone.
Now I feel
fine with
bad.
that.
I'm going to follow her.
whatever then.
All right, yeah, you can move
I
yourself
don't
in,
feel
Emmy.
bad. I'm going to wait till the end.
I am
I was going to
right.
volunteer to go flying down there myself, but
All right, yeah, she'll start to head down. You can make like a little bit of a marching order if you guys want.
Do, do, do.
Kind of place yourselves wherever you'd be walking. I think I'll stay in the back with you, Zoxa.
That is the best spot to be in.
Yeah, he moves
Not
up
the
pretty
funnest
quickly.
spot to be in.
I believe
All right.
that's relative.
Are you going to do the same thing again, Minerva?
Yeah.
Just pick up the rock and throw it.
Yeah, it's like when you kick a rock, like on your way home when you're walking, you just keep kicking the rock.
So you throw it a little further, and as you kind of come up to it, it looks like the juncture kind of opens up to the right a bit, but then also continues forward.
Ooh. Can I want to up? Hold on, this is not the right. I need my little button thing.
Well, you can control yourself. You can put yourself wherever you'd like.
know. I want to walk up and like feel the side of the wall and make sure there's nothing like, I don't know, some weird releasey trap bullshit, something.
Oh, right over where you are, kind of like make an investigation check.
No, I've seen nothing.
What do you got?
A 3.
A 3. All right. Your passive perception is 12.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have dark vision. So as you're at that little edge in that corner and you're kind of like touching the walls and whatnot, you don't notice anything because you're distracted by something further down the dark tunnel. It seems to be some large, kind of roundish looking structure, but it's difficult to make out without light.
Okay.
Maybe it's like right on the edge of your available vision from where you are.
Oh, well, I'm not next to Minerva, so I can't nudge you, but I'll be like, Minerva, throw the rock down there.
I mean, like if you call that out, like she'll do it.
Yeah. So but Minerva, you'd have to go down the hallway, go grab your rock, and then.
Yeah.
Or you can recast on a new rock.
I mean, if I can find a new rock, then yeah, I'll just cast it again. It's a cantrip, so.
Sure.
We're really just throwing rocks.
Modi, don't lag behind.
All right. So as you cast the spell again and toss the rock in the other direction, it gets dark down this way once again because the spell is expended. However, you do reveal more of this area. Oh, did not reveal it.
Guess that doesn't happen.
Behind door number 2 is another door.
There you go. There you go. So it looks like it continues to go down, and right at the kind of where Tita noticed, right at the edge of the vision, and I'll open it up slightly more just so you can see it. There's something that's kind of roundish. I don't know if you can see from where you are, but
How like tall is it?
oh, it doesn't seem super tall, maybe 5 feet at the most, but it is wide. Maybe a full diameter of 12 feet.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, nothing looks scary. I'm probably just gonna go down there a little bit.
If Tita's
Okay.
going, I'm going.
All right. Yeah, the merfolk gentleman, he'll follow. Diambra will follow.
I'm going in.
Where did I leave Modi? Oh, I left him at
He's
the
way
entrance.
back.
Oh,
Modi, come on.
I'm coming. Modi's he's going to kind of stay back a little bit. Yeah, and as you move in, and you can bring the rock with you if you'd like,
Yeah.
to kind of reveal some more of the area here. You come to what seems to be a large basin of sorts, and in the basin, hundreds of shells.
Like what kind of shells?
Just all different kinds of shells. They look like they could be like oyster shells, clam shells, just a variety of different shells. That's what's inside.
Is it that anything is scary next to us? Because if not, I will probably run to that and start swimming around in the shells.
As you do
Scary.
that, I'm gonna say, Tita, maybe not.
I'll be like, run over here, and you're gonna be like, no, and I'm like, okay.
Though you say no, but this guy's just going to go right up to it and look inside and kind of like, it's just shells.
Are there?
You just
other
think it was your
shells
wife?
around?
I didn't know she could have been in there. Who knows?
General rule of thumb: when you're looking for a lost artifact, you want to touch the least amount of things as possible.
And Diambra turns to you. She's like, oh, yes, we definitely learned the hard way with that one.
You never know.
Tita, as you move, you start to see that the chamber opens up a bit more in that direction.
Yeah, that's why I went over
you're
there.
heading.
I want to see what's around that corner.
So as you start to step in, you can see that they're not as big as they are shown here, but there are a bunch of like vases or urns or something here.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
I'm not gonna touch it, but can I go up to one and look at it?
Look down into the urn? Sure.
Yeah.
The urn is about 3 feet tall. And it's the mouth of the urn is maybe about this wide around.
Okay.
And yeah, you kind of peer down inside. It's just pitch black. And even with your dark vision, it doesn't seem to do anything for you.
Okay. Cool.
So, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna like call to the group, I guess. Should we move on? This doesn't look like the chamber that Madame Fairchild talked about.
Agreed.
Meanwhile, I'm like, bing, 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 like just looking at all the shit.
Yeah, bouncing around from urn to urn.
I'm over here.
Yeah, bouncing around from urn to urn, looking inside. They all just pitch black on the inside. You can't see how far down they go. You'd assume it would be whatever like the height of the urn or vase is, but there's no way to tell.
That seems odd.
There are things I want to do, but I want to see what's on the other side of this, so I don't want to do it yet.
Okay. So does this is everyone making their way, continuing on past this area, continuing to the right?
Try.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got.
I'm also curious to see like if this connects to that other drain pipe.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I want to see first before I start messing with what goes on.
All right, yeah. So as you continue to move on, and you can continue to toss the rock, go pick it up, toss the rock, go pick it up. Yeah, you continue on, and just to make it easy, no one touch your guy for a second. I'm just gonna move everyone in the same order, if it lets me. Yeah. Just slide everyone down in the same order. So you get to about this point. And yes, the tunnel does seem to go back in the direction from which you came, as well as forward, like the other tunnel that you were just in.
I want to like start heading that way because I want to see if there's any way to like get that open from this side.
Sure. Yeah, so you continue to make your way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is everyone else just staying put at the moment?
I would also
I
like
kind of
to
want to see what's down there.
see the other entrance be opened. If that is in fact what is down in this way. Oh,
Yeah,
yes, it
you
is.
make
Okay.
your way down, and it is the other entrance. And looking from this side, actually, Minerva, you said you and Zaxa both wanted to, so you can both make investigation checks if you'd like, or one can aid the other, your choice. See if you can find what the issue is with this.
Would you like to aid my investigation?
Well, are you good at investigation?
That is literally just about everything I'm good at.
Cool. Okay. I mean, like I'm decent at it. Like I'm decent at it, but if you're better, sure, I will aid you.
I got a +6.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna aid you.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Ooh, okay. So you go to these bars, and you can see that obviously, yes, they're covered in vines and different forms of like seaweed and algae and all this kind of stuff, barnacles and such. And at first you think, oh, maybe the barnacles are stopping the each bar from releasing and descending into the ground. But as you get over there and you start inspecting the bars, it looks as though something has slammed into the bars, bending them ever so slightly so that they cannot retract into the ground.
The bars are damaged.
Interesting.
It looks, Zoxa, it looks like something massive must have smashed into this, to something very heavy, in order to cause the
Perfect.
bars to
Great,
bend in
whatever's about to
such a
smash
way.
into us. I'm just kidding.
Big thing smash.
You know.
As they do.
I'm gonna, you know, like the giant shark statue. That'd probably be a big thing to smash the bars. I don't think it was the statue.
Diambra kind of calls down, anything down there?
Just
Damaged bars.
the other tunnel, but the bars are, well, out of place.
All right, well, I'm going to keep moving ahead.
Maybe don't go off by yourself. All right, she's gone.
Definitely don't go off by yourself.
I'll take Algae.
That's practically going off by yourself.
My movement is 50 feet. I can just boing right over there right now and be like, "What's up, guys?"
They disappear into the darkness.
Yoink. Well, I don't think I have any magic or any tools that can open this.
I don't at the moment, at least. I'm fairly spent.
All right, well,
I don't anyway, so...
if we can't, then I guess we just have to keep going. And she walks away.
I will follow.
Okay. I've revealed the area above, so if you all make your way down, what happens is you get to the very, very end here, and there is another one of these storm drain type situations with the heavy, heavy bars. This one you can see through, and it leads into another chamber, another cavern of sorts. And it's tough to tell through the water, but it looks as though there's some kind of circular, maybe platform or a very large stalagmite in the center. Difficult to tell, but that's all you can really see with the vision you have from the gate. It is barred, and they have not released like the others.
Okay. Well, if we want to explore what's down there, let's see if we can find another thing that can open this. Zoxa, what was it that opened the first one?
There was a lever in the shark's mouth
All right, so
in the previous room.
let's look for something like that, some kind of switch or lever or anything, but don't touch it until we all talk about it, all right? Yes, Emmy.
Hand raised.
With respect to everyone, she doesn't want to go creeping off, but like if it's pressure related, like I can't help it. I really want to put a shell in one of those like
The urn things.
yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted
have to. I feel like I have to, and I wanted to do it when we walked by before, but I just want to see what happens if you put one.
All right, well then I'm gonna go do that with you because I also wanted to do that before. So I'm just gonna come down here.
Cool. Wait, let me go find myself. Oh.
Ah,
Great.
God.
So,
Okay.
Emmy,
So if you must do that, please do it and then back away.
all right.
Fine.
So Tita and Emmy are going to do that. Minerva, you're searching. Who else is Zox? Are you searching too for the release?
I think there's gonna be some.
I will search, but I will search. I don't want to go off my own, but I want to go up this other way on the left that we did not go up. I'm assuming it's.
Zox, I'll go with you if you want someone to accompany you.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that.
Sure.
So I will.
Whoa.
Yeah, I wanted to see what was up
So
here.
you guys are going to make your way up that way.
Yeah.
All right. And then you can see those of you who are near Algae, because Diambra is going to help Minerva look for that switch. Algae is just like not pacing because he swims, obviously, but he's like swimming just back and forth impatiently, like just. And sometimes he might just be like here back and forth, but then he'll just really quickly swim and go all the way around to the other side, hoping that the other gate that's on the other side has been opened, and it hasn't. And yeah, you can see he's getting really irritated. But Zoxa and Modi,
He should do something about it then.
yeah, Zoxa and Modi, as you get there, you see the same thing as the other side, another one of those gates with the bars all the way up.
Okay, good. That is what I was expecting.
So Minerva and Diambra, you two can make investigation checks to see if you can find some type of release or lever. Diambra, investigation. That's good stuff. Diambra got a 13. How'd you do?
11 plus 4.
Oh, 15. All right. Yeah, the two of you, you each take a side of the hallway and you make your way just down slowly, just investigating as you go. But at least for this first section of hallway, there's nothing. There's no releases. It's just smooth stone all the way across.
Strange. And like nothing like in the floor or like the ceiling or anything.
No, like if you could take like another walk back up, one checks the floor, other checks the ceiling. Nope, it's smooth cylindrical tunnel. I know this map kind of shows it squarish, but it's a cylindrical style tunnel all the way around.
I'm just gonna.
But as you get here, you kind of notice far off in the distance that Tita and Emmy are leaning into this big pot thing, this basin.
I'm gonna look at the Diambra and I'm gonna be like, I feel like it has something to do with that, but I don't like it.
Yes, and as you know, I'm not really much of a help when it comes to puzzles. I'm not really the mind girl. I'm more of the swinging a sword and slicing girl. So I suppose I'll leave that to you.
I thought I was the swinging. Never mind. All right.
All right, we both are then.
All right, so can I just grab a bunch of those shells?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and then, well, because
Peter, you said one.
I feel like we're gonna have a moment where we look at each other and say, "Yeah, I think we're gonna do this," and then we grab a handful and start creeping over.
Okay. So Titi, you grab a handful. Emmy, are you grabbing a handful? Or you just taking one?
I'm gonna put. Sorry.
I feel like this is definitely before me and Diambra get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys are like, bye.
Yeah, this is.
Oh wait, I'm gonna go hang out with Emmy for a second. Be like, so what one you want to put it into first?
I feel like they're all gonna need. Oh, well, I'll tell Tita. I feel like they're all gonna need equal pressure if we had to put pressure on one shock tongue.
Oh,
Then.
all right, so are we just putting like one in each to start, I guess?
I guess we'll just put one in each. That makes sense if they, yeah.
All right, so you go around, you put one shell into each of the urns.
Yes.
Just to have equal pressure on it.
And then as you put the last shell into the last one, the room shudders slightly. You feel like a slight vibration. And you see these tiny holes begin to form in the tunnel all around you. Just kind of tiny little holes begin to kind of open up like an optical style. And bubbles of just hot, steaming water begin to start flowing into this tunnel. And at first it feels nice. Like you're like, ooh, this is like a hot tub. But then it gets hotter and hotter and starts to boil. What would you like to do?
I would mind.
Where in the tunnel?
Everywhere. So Zaxa and Modi, you can feel this happening up in the left tunnel. Diambra and Minerva, you can feel that in the right tunnel. And Tita and Emmy, you can feel it where you are by the urns.
Cool. Zaxa's gonna go to the last room we were just in. Back with the shark.
Yeah, so you make your way
Immediately.
down. Yeah. And when you get there, you notice that the bars have now come back up. They're no longer retracted into the ground.
Oh, awesome. Okay. New plan.
The thing that we got the shells out of,
Yes.
how large was that, and like how many shells were in there?
It was like 12 feet wide. There's a ton. There's thousands of shells in there.
I'm trying to decide if I want to fill all of the urns up or
Right, because filling them slightly was such a good idea in the first place.
yeah, but there's that many shells there. Maybe they all need to be full.
Or maybe the fuller they are, the quicker they'll kill us.
So you're a glass half full kind of guy.
I'm gonna like come around the corner and be like, what did you touch?
I love that you literally just slid in.
Put my hand up and move towards the wall. Just got
I think we have a problem. It's getting very hot in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my antenna are like
something.
starting to come up.
What did you do? And she's looking at Tita and Emmy.
I point to the fountain thing. I obviously probably still have some in my hands, and then I point to the urns.
Okay. So do we just put more in there?
I think we should take him out, but that's just me.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm not sticking my hand in there.
All right.
I'll do it.
Mage hand.
All right. So, Zaxa, you cast Mage Hand. You have the hand kind of appear spectral in front of you, and it plops down into the darkness, and then the spell fizzles away.
Cool. New plan.
Oh, I think we should fill it up.
I do not. I'm going to start casting the ritual Layman's Tiny Hut.
Ah, okay.
Are
Good
these
call.
what are the urns made out of?
They seem to be some type of maybe clay or possibly stone material. It's difficult to tell.
Can they be like turned over and like carefully turned upside down to get the shell out because I don't want to stick my arm in there if I don't have to, but like I will.
Yeah,
Oh,
If
hey,
this
by
works.
the way, my spell went in there and then immediately was canceled. So don't put your hand in there.
All right, good to know.
Yeah, so Minerva, you go over there and you attempt to kind of like tilt it over to
Like
flip it
really
on.
gently.
Yeah, as gently as you can. Give me a strength check.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I feel like while she's doing that, I'm not gonna listen, and I'm gonna just be shoving a bunch of shells into one of the ones that she's not trying to tip over.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be
I'm
running
not
back and
sneaky,
forth,
but I
like
wanna
from
do-
this to this to this to like the next one.
Are you keeping track of what you're throwing into each one, or no?
Let's say I will try to put. I don't know if I want to keep it even or not. Yeah, what if there's like a magic one that like I will put like one in each. So right now, except for the one that Minerva's touching, they all have 2, and then that one has 1.
Okay. So when you put one into each one, leaving the one by Minerva vacant, nothing seems to happen.
Like nothing better, nothing worse.
Nothing worse, nothing better.
All right, so then I'm
Nothing.
not gonna count. I'm just gonna literally fill this first one.
The first one. All right. So yeah, you start running back and forth, grabbing like handfuls, and of course you have 4 hands, so you can grab a bunch at a time. You just start shoving it in there. Meanwhile, Minerva, what'd you get for your strength check?
13.
13. Yeah, you grab the top of this, like the lip, and you kind of try to tilt it over, and you try, but you can't budge that thing.
Hey, Diambra, want to give me a hand?
I would love to, sure. She comes up with you. So do you want to give her advantage, or is she giving you advantage?
She can have advantage.
Okay. Did not help.
Oh no.
That I rolled 2 2s plus 3, so 5 is not going to do it. The two of you try, and it's like the two of you're both very strong, and for the two of you you're not able to even budge this thing, you feel like it's probably not meant to move.
Okay. I still don't want to stick my arm in it.
Does it even seem like it's getting filled up, or does it still look just as like vacant?
Yeah, no. So Tita, you can now at this point, as you're kind of dropping shells in there, no, it does not seem like it's filling at any point. At no point, it doesn't matter how many you throw in there, it never starts to overflow past the darkness.
Cool.
Okay, get out. But there aren't enough of us. We can't reach that. Because I wanted to try if everybody tries putting one shell in at once, like at the same time.
Like simultaneously, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
And
mean,
see if anything
like,
else happens.
There's 9 urns. There's only 6 of us.
but
Yeah.
a couple people could like,
Can
you know,
anybody-
like drop 2 at the same time. Yeah.
Can
How
anybody?
far apart are they?
The urns, trying to have someone stand in between and reach out, you might just barely be able to. It's like 5 feet in between, so you might just barely be able to like toss them like a couple feet or like a half a foot on both sides to get
No,
them in.
because Mikey could use Mage Hand for one of them. Because if it's not going to go in, then wouldn't it stay alive?
Yes.
Mhm.
As long as the shells don't weigh over 10 pounds.
Which they're shells, so they should be fine.
I just feel like that's a
How
good
long
idea.
is
Do
my
I need to
trident?
ask everybody?
Your trident is, what would a trident be, like 6 feet tall, 6 feet long?
So could I stand at one and then hold my trident out and then like flip it like use my trident as an arm? Or no?
Like a spatula.
Yeah.
You can certainly try that, sure. What are you trying to attempt to drop a shell in from your trident? Because a trident isn't really going to hold a shell.
Well, no, yeah, I was just gonna use it as a spatula, but
If you had a piece of cloth, you could wrap the cloth around the head of the trident, make it into like a spatula, sure, if you want to do that.
Whatever I
What
can
did
do
you
to
say?
try to drop two things in at the same time.
Sure.
But you said that the urns were what, 5 feet apart?
Yeah, about.
So in general, when a person puts their arms out, it's almost
Yeah, that's true.
their height. So
Yeah,
if
Mikey,
somebody
if the box
even
was
were
like
holding
6
one
feet,
in
then
their
shouldn't your
toe
turns be like that
and
much?
they were reaching the other way with another one, they might reach. I mean, not me.
No, I said it's definitely possible. Like if you're stretching your arms out, I think personally my arm span is probably
Dude,
roughly
you're
the
over
same
6
as my
feet.
height. So yeah.
Is anybody ever? Somebody's over 6 feet.
Minerva's like exactly 6 feet.
Yeah,
And also you don't really have anyone small. Plonk isn't here anymore. So
I'm only 5'3", but
you're the smallest.
I'm teeny. I'm probably the tallest, and well, besides you guys. Sorry.
Sarah, you're the
Okay, so
me of
now
this
we're
group.
trying to, are we all trying to drop one in at the same time?
It's sure we could
You know
do that.
what I can do? But
Has anyone looked around or inspected anything?
Nope, I'm still casting my spell.
I can
Alright,
take
I'm
a
just
look
gonna
around.
I'm just gonna start feeling up the wall over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look around over here.
All this area, I'm just gonna be feeling it up.
Yeah, you all start to look around and see if you can find any indents, releases, switches. Doesn't seem to be anything in this like little mini alcove area.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the center thing.
Mm-hmm.
How deep do we think that is? Like full of all these shells?
It's probably about a couple inches deep with
Like, is this a gigantic
shells.
bowl, basically?
Yes, essentially, it's a huge bowl.
I'm gonna get in it.
Yep, sure.
And then if it's only a couple inches deep, I'm gonna like get down on my knees and use all 4 hands to just like dig under the shells and like feel the bottom and see if there's anything like underneath all the stuff without having to empty it.
Tita, I'm so proud of you. So you begin to scrape some of these shells away, and as you're doing that, you can feel at the bottom that the bowl isn't completely smooth. And once you start to get enough of the shells out of the way, you can see that there's some type of, nothing that you understand, but there's some type of odd symbols underneath the shells.
Okay, so I will clear as much of that as possible and then motion, I guess. Or just like, hey, everybody, come look at this. Like, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, everyone starts to gather around. Are you staying where you are, Zaxa?
I am, because I'm still casting my spell.
Yes, and it is getting hotter and hotter. It's not to the point yet where it's starting to like burn your skin, but it's getting close. Like it's almost getting close to boiling.
Ow.
Cool. Except not cool because it's hot.
Except not cool.
Except not.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do my best. I'll just keep shoving it out, like do however long, whatever, to just like make the whole symbol visible, and then kind of, I guess I'll get out so that way everybody can kind of look at it. Because if I don't know,
Yeah.
point me
And it doesn't look like it's a few individual symbols. It looks like it's some type of writing, maybe in another language. The symbols just look odd to you because it's not a language that you recognize.
Okay.
Is it?
It looks like it's some type of phrase. I will tell you right now, if everyone takes a peek at it, it is not a language that any of you know.
Great.
Nobody.
R.I.P.
Wait, Mikey B, I thought you had some weird language thing.
His name is Zaxa.
It is
and he can't hear
Zaxa.
you.
And also, I have comprehend languages. And also, I cannot cast it right now because I'm out of spell
I
slots.
was just asking. I know you can't do it right now because you're busy.
That's not why I can't do it.
Oh, wait. So why can't you do it?
Because I'm out of spell slots.
Oh. Damn it, guys. We need to take a nap.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm still casting Lehman's Tiny Hut.
Aren't 4 of us still bleeding from getting?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are we all still
dying
dying?
a little?
We need to lie down.
Yeah, Diamber's like, well, I wouldn't mind a rest. I could definitely use one.
So, Dungeon Master,
Yes.
just be real with me here. Tiny Hut's gonna take me 11 minutes to cast. Are we going to
Mhm.
die before 11 minutes? Are we
No.
going to be boiled alive before 11 minutes?
No.
Perfect. We'll be fine.
I love how he says no, like in disappointment. No, you guys
No.
aren't gonna die that fast.
No.
Unfortunately, you won't.
No, I
won't
can't kill
die.
your whole party.
Thank you. Just wanted to make sure.
Hey, D&D.
But it will start to get too hot for everyone to bear before you're done. There will be damage taken for sure, but you probably won't
Oh,
die.
nothing I can do about that.
Fire.
And we just gotta tough it out until we can get in the house.
Yep. All right, so we'll just say I'm gonna roll a couple times for some damage while we're waiting for Zoxa to finish.
Oh, that's a good point. How much damage are we taking?
Yeah, I'm on it. Hold on.
Mikey D's gonna die before he finishes
No,
time.
he's not a
No, I'm not going to die. Zox is going to die.
Before you finish the hut, you're gonna be in the middle of the hut and just croak.
Well, no, because if Zoxa dies, then none of you are in the hut.
And then we all die.
Because the hut goes away.
All right, so I'm rolling some d4s here, a bunch of them. All right,
New
so we got
objective, we don't let Zoxa die while he's building the hut.
Well, we don't know that. Are we gonna know that Zoxa's dying?
He's squishy.
you all suffer 17 points of fire damage.
Yeah, I have a resistance to fire.
You do. So you would take half of that. So you're gonna be taking 8 points of fire damage. Everyone else 17 points.
17.
Before Zoxa is able to get the tiny hut up, you do see the algae, the poor merfolk gentleman. After maybe about a minute before Zox is able to finish, you see him just kind of like his eyes begin to roll up into his head, and you can see his scales are starting to glisten as if he's being cooked. And he passes out unconscious. He's maybe dying. You don't know.
Great.
So first off, everyone take some damage.
Did it already.
I need to change it here as well.
Yeah, did you guys do it in?
Sorry, I did it on my D&D Beyond.
Yeah, no, I just did in Roll20.
You also see Modi fall flat and just start to float, dead man style.
I'm healing him immediately.
Okay. Let me know how much.
He gets.
What did you say? 17.
Yeah.
He's gonna get 7 hit points back.
Okay.
That's not right.
All right, so everyone is climbing into the tiny hut for the evening.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So you have 8 hours inside this tiny hut. And Zoxa, I will say it's up to you. You can have the water drain out and you can all breathe air inside the dome, or everyone can keep their helmets on and you can just keep water.
Oh, no. See, the atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry. So I'm going to assume that there is no water inside my tiny hut.
Yeah, I was going to leave it up to you if you wanted to do it either
regardless of the weather outside. Now I'm going to also assume that weather also means water. But yes,
Sure.
I would like it to be air inside and not water, so we can take off our helmets.
All right, sounds good. The merfolk gentleman, Algae, kind of looks at you like, oh. He's like, I can sort of breathe water. Yes, it's air. Yes, I should be fine. You can see him. He's kind of like breathing heavy, but he's okay. But yeah, you have 8 hours. Is there any conversation you'd like to have? Anything you'd like to do before you all get a long rest?
I do want to have a conversation with somebody, but not everyone else is awake. But like, I'll volunteer to like take a watch just to keep an eye on the halls, I guess. And like,
Sure.
I'm gonna ask if Modi can stay awake for my watch.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm hurting, but I'll certainly stay up with you.
Anyone want second watch? Just so we can keep an eye
Well,
on.
see, the cool thing about this is no one else can come in here.
Yeah, but just in case we see anything moving out in the hallways. we would know at least what's here, what we might have to face tomorrow.
Okay, that's fair.
I do appreciate that nothing can get in here, though. That's good.
So we got you two for the first one. You and Modi. Anyone else taking a watch?
Yeah, I'll do second watch with Emmy.
Okay, second watch. And then a final watch.
I guess that's me.
Oh yeah, by the way, like I mentioned, unless you're gonna heal him, your little friend there is at 0 and dying.
I
Well,
got
he will
him.
be with his wife.
I got him.
Die.
All right, my last spell slot,
The last melon.
my last cure wound. He's gonna get.
Woo!
Well, it's a good thing we're about to take a long rest then,
He
huh?
also gets 7 hit points back.
Fantastic. All right, so let's start off with the watches. Minerva, you said you wanted to speak with Modi.
Yeah.
Have at it.
So there's probably a little bit more that I should fill you in on from when I was gone, and you know, you know how I told you about the memory thing?
Yeah.
Can't well, I ran into someone who knew who I was, wanted to kill me, and apparently me and Nolg used to work with this person.
Oh.
And he's sort of the reason why she's not around, I guess. But yeah, I found out, I guess I used to work with a group before this one and before Azazel's group, and they didn't seem like the best people.
Well, you are who you are now. Unless you decide freely that you want to go back to whatever it was in the past, you're a new person, at least to me.
Well, thanks, but I guess my issue is that I don't know. I mean, am I gonna run into anyone else that I know that instantly wants to kill me? Like, I don't know. I didn't think I was a great person, but I didn't think I was a bad person. But
I'm sure at some point you'll bump into someone else from your past. It's bound to happen. You're how old now?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh yeah. Looking at you, I'd say, I don't know, maybe you're late 20s.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know.
that makes
But
sense.
even if that's the case, you've been around for a while. I'm sure there's people who know who you are.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just hope it's not an enemy. But I guess the whole story of this is this person was actually married to Nolg, and she apparently lost a lot of her memories too. I never knew, but I don't think she really remembered anything about this organization that we used to work for. But the leader, the person who hates me, he's called number 1. I don't know what his actual name is, but he was able to bring her memories back somehow. And she ended up going with him after that happened. But, well, I don't know. I heard stories about who he was when I used to work for him. Apparently he was a better person, but after she went missing from this group and I went missing from this group, and after she was gone, he sort of just went off the deep end and became angry and violent. And
So
but
maybe not
she's
necessarily the violence, but a similar situation, happened with me.
I know.
And clearly, I turned out a little different than he did, but
I know.
it really just depends on the experiences and the person dealing with them, I suppose.
Yeah, but I'm just worried that I don't know, like what is she gonna what's gonna happen to her, or what is she gonna become from being around him? And no doubt the two of them are probably still very angry at me and about everyone else here because they came to rescue me and took out his entire crew in the process. So I guess I'm just saying that there are people who don't like us. So if you're gonna be with us now, then maybe you should know that.
I appreciate the sentiment. I can handle my own. And I wouldn't leave you on your own if if I had the option, Minerva. I'll be there to help you out as long as I can. But what's more important to me is this. Do you want your memories back? You could think about it. You don't have to tell me now or make a decision, but if you did, I am more than happy to help you go to the ends of the earth to find a way to get those memories back.
She's like quiet for a second. And then she just kind of says, like, very softly, she's like, I think I know who has them. I'm not sure how number one got Nolg's memories back, but I think I know who probably has mine.
And who would that be?
Azazel, but not just because he knows everything. I think he took them.
That's a serious accusation.
Yeah.
Not that I'm discrediting you in any way, but what do you have for proof?
Well, when I was with the order that I used to work for, I got captured trying to rescue Deambra because she also got captured. So I was with them for a bit, and I talked to a lot of them about what happened, because the story was I went missing from them one day. I just sort of disappeared, as did Nolg. And I know maybe I'm foolish for even thinking that there could be some truth to this, but number one, well, he said when I disappeared, there was sort of just a trace of a golden light left over. And, well, he sort of believed that whatever the source of that light was the thing that took me. And since after that, you know, I kind of just woke up and couldn't really remember anything. He believed that that was also what could have taken my memory. And like, again, I don't know if I can actually trust what his hunch is, but it makes sense to me. If Azazel was the one that plucked me from where I was, he would have been in the perfect position to take that away, because the only thing I can remember is just, you know, being awake suddenly. I mean, the very first thing I remember is that impression of like a golden light, but I wasn't awake when I saw that. I was still unconscious, but that light faded and I woke up just sitting by myself in an alley all beat up, and I didn't put it together until later that maybe that light that I saw was something real, because like I was on my own for a bit. I did my own jobs for a bit, and then eventually I met Azazel and he offered me the job with the rest of our team, and that same golden light that he has, it was the exact same that I remember knowing just before I woke up with no memory. I don't know who else it could be.
Interesting. It's something I'd want to think on a little bit, but from just first impressions, I'm thinking there's two possible options here. Either you're absolutely correct and so is number one, Azazel's behind this, or when you were knocked unconscious, maybe you had some sort of vision from Ioun or even Azazel. And that was the premonition, the glow led you to him.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but
Either way.
that doesn't explain where my memories went, though. Like, even if it was just, I don't know. That still doesn't explain why I can't remember anything from more than 2 years ago.
Well, we'll just have to try to figure a way to get it back for you. Speaking of which, have you heard from Azazel in a while? It's been some time. You didn't contact the Halo ship for a bit, and I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, no, he seems to have gotten himself in a bit of trouble, but I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Like, I don't want him to die, because, you know, if he does, it's not going to be useful to me if I want answers about anything, but...
True. Now, what do you mean by trouble?
I had a dream a couple days ago where, like, you know how he, like, makes that projection of himself and you can see him and talk to him in dreams and stuff? Well, he didn't... No, he was all chained up and skinnier than usual and bruised and all of that. He looked real bad. Something is keeping him somewhere, and he asked me to find a book, but I'm already doing so much to try and fix the problem that was only created because he told us to go somewhere. So I don't know.
What book did he say?
He said it was called the Tome of the Evernight. Have you heard of that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe when we get back to Isgard, we can do some research or something. I feel like he wouldn't tell us to find that unless it was important.
Yeah, but I'm already trying to fix other things that he's brought about in the first place. I don't know how much longer I want to just keep, I don't know, just blindly doing what he asks, I guess. As long as he stays alive somehow so that I can get answers about all this, I don't know if I care about what happens or about doing what he says, aside from trying to undo everything that's already been done. Like, to me, it's more important that we stay on our objective and get to the Dalk and see if we can do anything there to actually fix something, to try and fix something that only happened because of what we did, because he asked us to do it. It's a mess, but I think, like, I'll research it, but if I have to choose, it's more important to me to try to undo the problems that we've already done instead of take up this new thing. Maybe that's the wrong answer, but I don't know.
I don't really think there's any wrong answers when it comes to things like that, but you never know. Maybe if he reaches out again, then we'll take it a little more seriously. But again, I haven't heard from him in weeks, so I'm just gonna. I'll wait for you to get another message, and we'll go from there.
If I get another message, who knows?
True. If he was in that much trouble, might not be able to send you another.
Yeah. He also said that that something would be like coming for us or coming for me, but it was in the context of having that book. So I don't know if whatever this thing is wants that book or if it's, but there's just so many problems and I only want to focus on one, which is getting to a planet that we can maybe help fix.
And then let's do it. Let's get this bust, get out of here, and go save Zox's planet.
Yeah. I hope it's that easy.
Yeah, nothing's that easy, but with this team, I think you could figure it out.
Let's hope.
All right. Does that conclude your conversation with Modi?
Yeah.
Okay. Tita. Oh, and by the way, your watch went fine. There was I'm not even gonna make you roll. There was nothing that happened.
Oh, cool.
But Tita and Emmy, I believe you have the next watch.
Oh wait, so did I sleep? Did I get?
No, you slept a little bit, and then you got out to your watch, and then finished sleeping.
Cool. All right, so we're on watch. What happened?
So just a heads up, Zoxa is not allowed to leave his dome. However, if he designates, anyone else is allowed to come and go as they please. But he must designate that. So obviously he designated all of you to be allowed inside, which means you can all go in and out as you please.
Okay.
So Emmy and Tita, the two of you are sitting there. What do you want to do?
And we're underwater. I want to smoke some moss, man.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I have a helmet on. I can do anything.
There's no water in the dome.
There's no water in the dome. The dome is.
Oh yeah, but I don't have I broke my thing. Well, I don't want to do. Oh, maybe I do want to do that right now.
You broke it, but do you have it with you?
I do have it with me. Yeah, of course.
I might have mending.
Rizzoli lives to see another day.
Is this
Well, I
Rizzoli?
think I don't really have enough, I don't think, to put together because I think.
Yeah, the thing with mending, Sarah, is you have to have all the pieces and you kind of put them together and then you cast mending and it fixes it.
Oh, she doesn't have it.
I'm clearly just going to break every bong I ever have. So if I save a piece from all of them, can she then like Frankenstein me a pipe?
I I don't know if that's how it works.
If I have like a bowl and a neck and if there's something different, it's all the same. Can she just like
the spell does not work that way. However, it's the rule of cool. I will allow it because that is dope. So if once you have enough shard pieces from different bongs, absolutely.
Frankenbong.
Fire. She can be melting that down and stuff and then making it fit.
All right, but to be clear, we've fallen short of actually smoking moss at this point, right? Although, if we could find something, I think we're pretty smart people. If we could find something, I can now create a plane because we're no longer underwater.
Oh, what about can we fashion those shells into anything?
Yeah, come on, people can take fruit and make this happen.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna fashion. That's what we're doing on our watch. You're
gonna go find a conch shell or conch shell,
yes,
and
probably shells.
So who's stepping out of the dome to get some shells?
Well, the heat doesn't really bother me that much, so I'll go out.
Yeah. So you step outside, and it's already been like 4 hours since you all went into the dome and went to sleep and everything. It's regular temperature now. It's not super, super hot.
Okay.
I'm gonna look back like in astonishment and just kind of try and make a.
And then I will.
Hold on, real quick before Zaxa, because the way the dome works is you can see out of it, but you cannot see into it.
That is correct. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, which is obviously orange, but is transparent from the inside.
So Tita on the inside can see Emmy perfectly fine, but Emmy, all you see is an orange dome.
Oh, okay. So I might turn around and then realize I see that and then turn back around. Misinterpret that as a, hey, come out here.
Yeah, but if she did this, then I saw her, so I'm gonna come.
Oh, yeah. And plus, you have such a high insight, Tita, you could definitely discern whatever message she's trying to...
I'm getting out.
By the way, my passive insight is 18, so I think
Whoa!
I might have known that.
Okay. How did I get that high? Jeez.
I have weird strength. I rolled really weird.
I'll say. Okay, so yeah, you guys grab whatever shell's necessary, head back into the dome, and I don't even know. Do we want to make an intelligence check to see if you can craft a new smoking device out of some shells?
No,
well,
my
Tita can aid you. Tita can aid you. He's very skilled.
Oh, so he knows what I'm doing. I can produce the heat. Can I produce enough heat?
Little flame. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, what was your intelligence check?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You got advantage. Tita's helping.
17.
Yeah. So you get like you get like one of your little tools or Tita's pickaxe. You kind of pop like a tiny little piece out of the conch shell, and then you kind of you got to make a little carb for it, of course. And then you kind of lay like a little bit of I don't even know, maybe some seaweed down over where the hole would be, and you can use your finger as you are a fire genist to light it. And
dope.
Tita, question for you though: where has all your moss been since you are underwater?
Oh, I don't know. Did I even have any? Oh, I did buy some. What do you mean? It's obviously in an airtight, sealed thing. I'm not letting it crusty. Like,
of course. All right. So I would like the two of you to make perception checks as you are smoking your moss with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Wait, what was it?
Do I still add my
perception disadvantage?
Even if it's disadvantage, I still add my.
Yeah. You still get your regular bonus.
10.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay.
I don't know how that happened.
Well, while the two of you are smoking up and getting all chummy and laughing and whatever, Algae rolls over at one point and grumbles from your loudness and just goes right back to sleep. Emmy, you kind of, as you're sitting there talking to Tita, like over his shoulder, looking through the dome, you see this nothing. You see nothing. It's a quiet night, and nothing ends up happening.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so after the two of you have your little time together there, what? Oh, I have it on the other map here. Who is the next group?
Wait,
of
are we
people?
still on? Wait, hold on. Are her and I the only ones awake?
Yeah. You want to chat?
Yeah, I want to talk.
Yeah.
Em, you still have that box on you that you found?
I do.
We should try to open that.
I'm gonna pull it out in astonishment that I actually still have it on me.
Yeah. It's it's got a very small metallic lock on the side of the box, and it looks pretty rusted.
What do you and your claws make of this?
I'm definitely gonna poke at it.
It's rusty metal.
Yeah, how like big is the lock? Like what is
The box itself is probably about like this wide, and then for like if you're looking at it from the top, it's about like that, and then you kind of just opens up. The lock is very small. You're looking maybe that size.
Oh my god, and I can't even pickaxe it right now because we're underwater. This is terrible.
You're not underwater. You are
We're in the
dome.
hut. We're in the hut. Oh, I'm gonna pickaxe it.
How many? So you start pickaxing this thing, and everyone around you wakes up. Zaxa, Minerva, you're just, wow. Everyone's like, what is going on?
What's this noise?
There better be a really good explanation for this.
It's like mystery box. Hello.
We had to know.
Please don't open an unidentified box while we're all in a very small enclosed space. This can be something that we can deal with when we finish our job.
I'm sorry, I'm chaotic.
When she first got it, didn't we shake it? Oh, but we were underwater. But it sounded like there was something in there, I thought.
Yeah, it did
You're
sound like there's something in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tita, after a few smacks with the pickaxe, the thing busts open.
Yes.
Roll a percentile die, because there's a chance that doing that damages the item inside.
Hold on.
You have, I would say there's a 75% chance it's fine, 25% chance.
Oh my god,
it
so
is
what does that
not
mean? I
good.
want to roll low or I want to roll
You want a 75 or lower.
16!
All right. So yeah, as you bust open this thing, the box is destroyed. Like it's all bent and like there's a hole in one section. The lock's busted off. But there's a golden necklace inside, and it has at the bottom there's a circular pendant with a sapphire, like a very large sapphire, and multiple tiny like aquamarine gems that kind of encase it, like encircle it all the way around the pendant. I'm assuming everyone else ends up just going back to sleep after yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tita and Emmy, actually Tita, you would know. You wouldn't know this. Emmy, as you have visited this area before, you can make a history check on this necklace if you'd like. Tita, you're from another planet. You wouldn't know.
16.
16. Okay. This looks very regal. Some type of royalty, possibly. Judging by the colors, you think that this might be maybe the Empress of Muspelheim's, or it looks. This box is ancient. This is old, so this could be from a long, long time ago, like a previous Empress. But you have it. It is in fantastic shape, and it is probably worth a ton.
I'm just gonna look at
To the right people, of course.
This like real big, like at Emmy, like ding ding, like oh
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at my little clawed friend and be like, whoa. and just like, whoop, clink, and shut it.
No, I destroyed the box, so now you have to just hide the necklace.
Yeah, the box is annihilated. It barely. It's like if it's like this, it can go.
Yeah, just
It's
tuck
gonna
it
go
in.
right in there, and I'm gonna go.
All right, dope.
All right. Any other conversation you'd like to have?
I'm gonna just be really, really weird, and at one point just stop and turn and look at Tita and hug him.
Oh.
I am definitely gonna hug you back with all 4 of my arms.
Oh.
The shoulder, and then the little arms get the waist. It's so
Oh.
the best hug ever.
You guys share a wonderful embrace. Your watch comes to an end. And I will say we don't need to do another watch. It's just a waste of time. Morning comes, and you all know that morning comes when the dome dissipates and you're all like under the water and have to throw your helmets on. So, yeah, you can all do that. Not a problem. The merfolk guy kind of snickers a bit.
Wait, so did we actually rest and like health up?
Oh, yeah, you guys are full rested. So bring back your hit points to full. That'll obviously bring back your spell slots, all that fun stuff. I will update these 3 characters. And with that, I think as you're all waking up for your break to then take another peek at this shell basin, I think it's time for us to take a quick break. We will be back in about 15 minutes. And if you don't have to use the bathroom or grab food, stick around because our break video is all new, kind of more updated bios from all the characters. So stay tuned, take a peek at that, and we'll be right back shortly.
All right, a lot's happened, but I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. Here's all I have to report. After accidentally releasing the entity from the center of the elemental chaos, my crew and I traveled to the planet Isgard to make some repairs on our ship. Isgard used to be my home before I lived on the Halo ship with the Spite team, a tactical team of 6 Asimar created by the angelic solar of knowledge, Azaziel. So setting foot on Isgard felt like a much-needed return at first. Of course, it wasn't too long before I ran into trouble. As some of my allies have surely been able to figure out by now, I have a memory issue, to put it lightly. On Isgard, I encountered someone who claimed to recognize me, and what were his words? "I'll kill you if I ever see you again?" Something like that. I had no idea who this person was, but he wore a mask very similar to mine, and he was very, very angry. Turns out he was called Number 1, and was the leader of an organization known as the Obsidian Order. I apparently used to serve this order, going by the designation Number 6. I'm glad I chose a better name for myself once I woke up. Anyway, despite Number 1 threatening to end my life should he see me again, I allowed myself to be captured by the Order with the intent of deceiving them and rescuing another one of my allies they had wrongfully captured. Little did I know that my own crew was mounting their own rescue mission for me. And I supposed it all worked out in the end. A ship with my own crew caught up to the ship I was on with the Obsidian Order just as we all came to the wreckage of a 3rd ship. Unfortunately, it was one I recognized, the Halo ship with my former Spite team. It had been torn apart by a gargantuan earth elemental. A few of my teammates, well, I'm not sure if I even could have protected them if I was there. I did find one of my teammates alive and awake, though, Nolgatame. Apparently, she used to work for the Obsidian Order too, under the name Number 4. Violent, angry, a drunk for power, Number 1 was relentless in finding her. I got to Nolgatame first, but I still couldn't stop her from joining him. She was very important to him, and he was able to restore her memories. All that time I knew her on the Halo ship, I hadn't even known her memories were gone too. A fight ensued. Number 1 deemed me more a nuisance than an ally, and tried to make good on his word of killing me. Now, I may be the one who's not able to remember much, but clearly he forgot how much of a fight I can give. He ran away in the end. Teleported away, actually, with with number 4 by his side. I have no idea where either of them are now, but I convinced one of number 1's allies to abandon him and join me, and my crew killed the rest of his order in their endeavor to rescue me. So, if I do cross paths with number 1 again, well, I just hope it's not soon. But anyway, 1 and 4 retreated, my crew had found me, and the Halo ship was in pieces. Olve was dead. Onlum was dead. Zanesi was close to being dead when I found her, but we managed to get her to safety. I thought that Modi was dead for quite a while too, but turns out he wasn't on the Halo when it got attacked. He was able to regroup with all of us on Isgard, and I have to admit that having him and Zin around has been a light in a dark void. But, everything else is so dark. Plonk is no longer with our crew. She's not dead, but the entity that emerged from the elemental chaos came for her. Tita and I tried to stop it, but whatever that thing is, it's a kind of power I can't contend with. Yet. I can only hope that Plonk is okay wherever in the galaxy she is. Her departure weighs on me. I can't help but feel like I often fail to protect people important to me, or, at the very least, people I'm charged with. Some leader I am. I can't imagine what in the hell Azaziel was thinking when he made me the captain of my own crew. And speaking of, Azaziel seems to have gotten himself into some trouble as well, if the gruesome vision of him in my dream held any truth anyway. But I don't know how to feel, because now I have reason to believe that he took my memories. That is all I have to report.
First entry off Verdalk. My life was saved today. I was teleported out of a poisonous coffin onto a ship. The ship works off the elves' magic, but it's also technologically superior to anything on Verdalk. I found a book at the excavation site, as well as an interesting bag. I believe they are both magical. More research is needed. I'm to go with these new humanoids I've never seen before. We're supposed to stop something from happening? For once, I don't know what's going on. Entry 2. The others I've been traveling with are, well, useful in their own ways. 2 fighting types and a small thief. Good for protection, I suppose. I have discovered that the book I found is a spell book. The text is difficult to decipher, but I've been fairly successful. Entry 3. We failed. The elemental chaos we were sent to protect was destroyed, and an entity of energy burst forth from it. I am unsure of what this means, but I saw the impossible depths begin to freeze over. I fear the worst. Entry 6. We've made it to Isgard. We need to get a job, to get credits, to get our ship fixed. Such things are beneath me. There are Tritons here. They might be able to tell me about the state of Vidalk. I must travel to Muspelheim, a city under the water. Entry 10. Minerva has sacrificed herself for our safe passage. Those mercenaries took her to their hideout. I don't think they know who they're dealing with, the fools. We know where they are, and we know how to hit them. I'm starting to enjoy these frivolous battles. Entry 15. We are returning to Isgard, having successfully retrieved Minerva, as well as gaining a few new allies. Captain Strang, Zinesi, and another Vidalkin, Vunisa. At this point I've taken a life, but I've also saved Kubrick. Perhaps I should leave the heroics to the fighters. Entry 20. Now Plonk has been taken by the same entity that we released. This group's failures are outweighing the successes. I can no longer trust Minerva or Tita to protect me. I must learn more from my book. The progress is slow, but it seems more reliable.
So, what am I supposed to be doing again? Oh, right. Updating you about what I've been up to or whatever? Honestly, Green, a lot's been going on. I mean, I know I told you about my family already, and how I have my great-granddad T-Sip's pickaxe with me, because I used to be an excavator back on Pandemonium. Yeah, I say used to, because I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Been zipping around, actually, I don't even know where with this crew. Speaking of the group, they're fine, I guess. Not sure what I'm gonna do now, though, that Plonk is gone. She was my sidekick, you know? Used to carry her around everywhere with me. I mean, she was actually pretty frail and small. We got into so much trouble. Like that time we were messing around in the escape pod and then actually detached from the ship. Totally wild. Good thing I played that stellar video game so much, cause I feel like it kinda trained me how to fly that thing. Another thing that's far out is this totally hot girl I met. And by hot, I mean she was literally made of fire. So frail and sexy, Green. Totally burned me, though. We messed around a few times, and then she just took off on a stolen ship. Guess that's why her name's Bernadette. So, I know you know I love smoking moss and making bongs. Damn, come to think of it, I've broken 2 already since I've been here, Green. Lost Genevieve early. Rest in peace, Jenny. And Riz, oh, so stellar. Rizzoli, our time was cut so short, girl. Too short. Speaking of moss, I almost forgot. I got a little daring and bought this, other stuff. A spray. Totally crazier trip, Green. We were out at this nightclub. Got this totally stellar vest to wear. I look fresh as Frel in it. Wait, what was I talking about? Anyway, who knows? We're gonna get caught up in something next. Whatever that is. I think we're going to Zox's planet soon. He's pretty sure it's frozen over. Dread like that is happening everywhere, Green. I heard some planetary news report that Pandemonium is under siege. Thrice and Floors fighting over surface territories? Sounds crazy to me, Green.
Hey there, my name's Inessi, Sin for short if that's what you prefer. I'm what you might call an inventor of sorts. My vast knowledge surrounding magical technology allows me to design and create new items that can help make everyone's lives a little easier. One of my more known devices is the Universal Winged Utilizer. Perhaps you heard of it. Anyway, I'm from a smithing guild in Brightwater, namely the Marketplace Eternal. I'm not much for the whole buying and selling of things, so my purpose was mostly just to make what was being sold. I also enjoyed sneaking into the back rooms of shops and observing what others were making. When I wasn't doing that, I was busy making inventions of my own. I think one of my favorites is definitely the Gravity Neutralizer. I've been inventing for as long as I can remember. Countless hours at the library, poring over books about alchemy, welding, circuits, enchantments, anything I could get my hands on. When I wasn't in the library, I was sitting at my pa's workbench and tinkering with my new inventions and tweaking blueprints. I still remember my first invention. Long hours of editing and finalizing blueprints, testing prototypes, and eventually fixing prototypes. So thrilling. I guess that's what got Guild interested in me to start. Been working for them for a little while now. My spike team was pretty solid. Now, after what happened with the Halo ship and all the loss that came with it, things have been turned upside down for me. I've joined Minerva and her crew for a bit, and Kubrick's been helping me keep my mind busy. With everything as confusing as it is, I only wish that I was able to think the way I could before all this happened. Maybe then I'd be able to wrap my head around it a bit better.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is with great humility that I come to you to beg forgiveness for the wake of damage
Miss Strang, I'm simply interviewing you.
What's that now?
This isn't the court, which, by the way, you are doing next week. So, Captain Strang, tell me how you got where you are currently.
Oh, that business. Well, that's a horse of a different color. Let's see now, where to begin? Oh, yes. What am I doing here with these folks? Well, I can't help but be attracted to the miasma of chaos, which is why this current band of jolly travel buddies piqued my interest. I suppose I just gravitate to the crazy, so to speak. Ever since I was a young lady, I had a thirst for entertainment, seeing it, being it, which certainly kept things interesting. My mother loved my imagination, my charisma. May she rest in peace, that darling, loving soul. My father, on the other hand, well, let's just say that he didn't share my love for the theater. Young ladies are not meant to be heard, and they're meant to be admired. Gross. Being preened to fit into high society was a real awakening. My father looked so proud every time I would perform like the young debutante he expected. Yet I found the whole dog and pony show to be tired and antiquated. So I went to college, expanded my horizons, met my match, my aquatic equal. Classic story, really. We meet, we fall in love, we make grand plans together, and alas, duty and status destroy your hopes and dreams. She was the very beginning and end of my taking anything seriously. But I digress. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and all that garbage. My father gifted me a ship when I was of age, and I set out for the great unknown. I grew up, grew out, and lost my way. As my reputation precedes me, I tend to be known as one who indulges in liquid courage as a means to an evening's end. If I can't be truly happy, then why not forget the whole day entirely? Nobody wants to get close to the drunk clown. It gets dark sometimes. Lonely. And then, lo and behold, I happen upon these creatures, thrown together by circumstance, bound by honor to protect one another. I admire their connection. I crave it. So to be concise, I find myself following these folks like a shadow because, well, I like them. It is a great benefit of life to be able to choose a family. Can only hope I don't drop a turd in the punch bowl.
And welcome back. The party had just taken a long rest, but we are actually going to pivot slightly, and we're going to see what Zanesi and Kubrick are up to back on Isgard Prime. So, Zanesi, if I remember correctly, what you said you wanted to do is start working on the section of the ship that is still damaged.
Yeah.
What in particular? Which rooms would you like to be working on at the moment?
I think she should prioritize, so we'll start with the bathroom.
Well, just so you know, there is another bathroom.
Okay, well, that's true. Okay.
But there's only
There's
one.
a lot of us. I got a lot
I was
of
going to say, your ship is going to have a lot of people now.
Yeah.
Does that
So,
make
yeah,
sense?
I stand by what I said.
Okay. All right. So you're heading into the bathroom to be working on that.
Mm-hmm.
There is no window looking to the outside, but Kubrick is working on one of the bedrooms. All
Okay.
right. So first off, I have you. What would you like to fix first? You have the bathroom's essentially destroyed. So you have the shower that you can try to fix. There's the sink. There's the toilet. There's all the stuff. So what are you fixing first?
Go big or go home. I'm gonna do the shower.
Okay. So I'm gonna need 2 checks from you. I
Oh,
need an
boy.
intelligence check and a dexterity check, as you not only need to know how to fix it and try to figure it out, but get your hands into like these tiny little dainty areas to connect wires and whatever else.
My little thingies. Okay. Awesome. So intelligence, that's a 7. And dexterity, not that it matters, it's a 20, not natural.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you get in there, you get into all the components, and you're trying to like, do I connect this one with this one? Or you start connecting things. Your hands have no problem getting all up in there and getting all these tiny little wires connected. But when you believe you're done, you're like, here we go. You got to press the first button. Nothing happens.
Nice.
So you start to take it all back out again, and as you're starting to pull all the wires back out of the wall, you can kind of see slant through the door into one of the bedrooms, just barely, and you can see Kubrick down on his hands and knees, like tightening something, and then he comes up, and as he does, he like gets a view of outside the window, and he's like, whoa, he turns around, opens the door, Zin,
Yeah.
oh, Baffin opens the next door. He's here. Well, not here, but like here in the landing area.
Cool. Awesome. What it is?
He's walking at the moment, and he's like, just. I see. He kind of comes and he has you come up, and you kind of like roll up on your chair. Out the window. You see that he's about halfway from where the elevator is, to kind of the edge of where the illusion begins, where like the cliff edge is.
Mm-hmm.
He's like halfway. He's making his way to that cliff edge. It looks like. Anything you want to do? Kubrick's just kind of like keeping low in the ship. He's like, should we make our presence known or just kind of watch?
I think. Does he still look kind of beat up? Or does he look fine now?
Make a perception check.
Okay. I don't want him to know I'm here if he looks like he could eat me. That's going to be an 18.
He seems to be, as he's walking, he seems like he's got a little bit of a limp, like a slight hobble, if you will. But other than that, like the majority of the gashes that he had and like his armor, he's actually not wearing armor at the moment. He just seems to be wearing some type of like, I think it's called a tabard, like a clothing or whatever, regular clothing. And he's just making his way over to the edge of where that illusion is. He's you can see like, there's like bruises and scars and stuff, but there's no physical like open wounds or anything anymore. He looks like he's pretty good for the most part.
Okay.
As you are deciding what you want to do, the way he's walking, he kind of walks out of view. Now he's kind of on the other side of the ship. Cooper's like, I want to watch this.
I'm
going
zooming.
to the cockpit. So Kubrick, he kind of runs off the cockpit, and you kind of roll up behind, and keeping an eye on him, you see him kind of go over to the edge of where this thing is, maybe like 2 feet in. And he kind of places his hand on the wall, and you begin to see bits of stone in the wall kind of move out toward him and then start to shift to the side, and another one out and shift to the side. And they all just keep doing that until a screen appears on the inside, like built into the wall. He begins to, like a little keyboard thing rolls out, and he begins to start typing on it. Anything you want to do, or you just kind of stay put?
I want to watch what he's doing.
Sure, yeah. So he continues to type, and after a moment, you see him kind of like hit maybe an enter button or some type of final button. The keyboard begins to retract back into the wall, and the small rocks begin to fill back into the area. And you see to the left-hand side, kind of near where the elevator door is, maybe like 10 feet out, you see a platform the ground begins to open, and a platform begins to rise from underneath with another ship, small, but another ship, and it has 2 massive guns on the wings. So it seems like it's, for damaging purposes, kind of like a fighter pod similar to the ones from the Gun 792, but it looks like it's probably more powerful and slightly bigger. That begins to rise up, and he just, nonchalantly begins to stroll over to that.
What? So I'm going to nudge Kubrick, I guess, and be like, where do you think he's going?
You want to follow him?
I mean, yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah, me too. All right, when he gets in, I don't think we should take a big ship because I don't want to be too noticeable. Maybe we could take, should we take Modi's craft? Or we could take the fighter pod. He does have guns. It might be a good idea to have guns just in case.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. As soon as he takes off, we'll head out there and jump in.
Okay.
So yeah, you see number one, and he's an imposing figure. He's quite large. He gets into the cockpit of his fighter pod and begins to lift up on the ground and out. And Cooper's like, "All right, you ready?"
I guess so.
All right. So yeah, he starts to head out of the ship, and I'm assuming you're following behind.
Yep.
No, actually, you jump in the fighter pod, so you're not leaving the ship. You're just moving over to the pod. Yeah, and you begin to follow after, and we will jump back to you shortly.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right, so everyone else, you are the dome just dropped, and you all, just water around you, so you all have to grab your helmets and throw it on your head and let the water drain out, and then you're like breathing again. And as you do, the day is yours. What would you like to do?
All right. We need to figure out how to get the next gate open. And I don't know if this is going to work, but I kind of want to try something.
It's not boiling anymore, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. So thus we'll never have any idea what the effect of throwing any shells in there had to do with, other than making it hotter.
I would like to go back over here and look to see if this first gate is open again.
Yeah, and I will, just to save you time, you can make your way to each one, and all of them are locked. You are stuck inside this area.
Perfect.
What if, well, okay, I don't know if this will exactly be the case because there aren't as many gates, but what if some of the gates, mirror the position of the urns?
I would like to remind Tita that you found some type of inscription in another language at the bottom of the basin.
Yeah, but you said I didn't know what it was, so I'm not going to keep looking at it if I don't know what it is. I called everybody over. They didn't know what it was either, so...
Everyone except Zoxa, because he was stuck in his bubble.
Oh, he was busy! So, Zoxa, you didn't look at the thing. So did we all plop out of our blah-de-blah? I will just motion to Zoxa, or I'm going to move. Hold on. I'm going to go over to the thing, and then I'm going to, motion Zoxa to come and join me, and I'm going to point at the thing. I forgot that he didn't look.
So yeah, Zoxa, when she points that out, you can see that there's some type of script under the shells, and it looks like Tita's done a pretty good job of moving the shells aside. It looks like some type of phrase, but you can't understand it.
All right. I can do everything around here.
Always comes down to Zoxa.
Why is it always the fucking weird ones that I have to pronounce every time? So, all right. I need a pinch of soot and salt, which is not going to be possible with physics underwater, but we'll just move up past that. And I'm going to say Skillia Tungamal.
All right, and as you do, your eyes glow that orange color, similar to your detect magic spell. And as you look at this scripture, the symbols begin to kind of, just in to everyone else, they stay exactly the same, but to Zoxa, you can see the symbols begin to kind of morph and change into letters that you can understand. And I will send to you a phrase. If I can find what I did with it. There it is. Copy. All right, I'm just gonna send this in the Zoom chat so that everyone can see. You know what? Now I'll send it to just Zoxa.
Well,
and he can decide what to do with it since he's the only one who can read it. There you go.
Good.
So I don't know if you want to read it out loud so the audience knows, or I can just I can read it out loud or whatever.
I'll read it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to read it aloud to the rest of the party anyway.
True.
15 per column, 15 per row. Diagonally, the same as so. That was diagonally, in case anyone missed that, like everyone. A plea of warning to carefully count. Not two places may hold the same amount. To avoid the heat and the burns, place the shelves into the urns. That's it. That's.
Okay.
And since you did say that out loud, I will send it to everyone so that you can all see it there. Andy, is there a way, probably not, that you can take this that I just sent in the Zoom chat and post it somehow for everyone to see? If not, that's perfectly fine. But oh yeah, we'll throw it in the chat. That's a good idea. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, no one can hear Andy except us. Anyway, we will just continue on.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, yeah. So when it says like 15 per column and row, like that's straightforward. But when it says 15 per diagonal, does it mean like every single diagonal, like all like the little twos and like the threes that go?
No, I don't believe so.
The part for me is no two places may hold the same amount. So if we're trying to divide it all up, then no two places can hold the same amount.
We don't have to divide everything. We only need a certain amount per. No two can hold the same, which is probably why one in everything set off the fiery water before, or whatever the hell that was. Okay. It's gonna be 15.
So everyone is. I'm sorry. I'm kind of silently communicating with Andy at the moment. So you think you figured it out, and you're trying to do.
I mean, I know how it's done. I haven't figured it out.
No, yeah.
I get it, but this is.
Well, now that you have gotten the phrase, I will be very nice, and I will unhide something that I have hidden for you all. Just bear with me one sec. I want to change that to token layer. Can you see shells there now?
Yeah.
Can you move the shells?
I can. I'm going to move them around a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, they're all in separate numbers.
Okay, that's so much easier. Okay. Give me a moment.
It's gonna take a second.
Anyone can move these around, so you guys can all.
Yeah. Hold on. 3, 4.
So
6, 5.
What you see there, each shell has a number
7,
on it. In
8,
actuality,
9. There you go.
If you're looking at the 1, that means you're picking up one single shell. If you're looking at the 2, that's 2 shells.
Okay.
So we can't put any more than 9 in one of these, because like then it wouldn't work.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, there are only 9 urns anyway, so I was going to assume it was 1 through 9. I didn't want to assume that because there was no way of actually knowing that.
No, I mean like we couldn't put like 10 shells in one.
Correct. So it's gonna be.
Tita, Emmy, any thoughts on the puzzle?
No, because
I'm drawing it out.
Yeah, I need like a separate piece of paper.
Yeah, go for it. Hey, feel free to move these around into the urns too.
Yeah, I just put them 1 through 9 just so they're ordered easier.
Oh wait, so if we just mess around with them and we get the right thing by chance, then it's right?
Well,
okay, that's fair, but also if we get the wrong thing by chance, we're going to burn again.
Well, you just
Okay, so I think a good rule of thumb, let's not put any shells into any urns until we figured it out.
all right. Paper and pencil. That's what I need.
I like the complete silence that we have here.
Well, I mean, you gave us a puzzle. We need to think.
I did give you a puzzle.
And we're as I am not my character who would probably have this done in seconds.
If you want, like, you know, like while we're all quietly figuring out this puzzle, if you want like something happening on the screen, is it all right if I like move these around? Like,
I said that multiple times. Feel free to
well,
move
no,
those.
because I don't want it to be like, oh, this is like locked in. This is what the answer is going to be if I have them all. Like,
That's fine. If you want to just play around with that on the screen so that people can see.
yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's see what happens if we put 1 in the middle. Okay. No.
I love that. No.
I'm realizing my mistake. 1 does not work in the middle, I don't think.
Correct.
Let's try 9 in the middle. That's probably not going to work either.
Probably not.
Five in the middle.
Emmy and Tita, any thoughts? No?
Working on it.
Oh, this is stupid. Oh my god, this is stupid.
Did you get it?
Wow. Okay, keep 5 in the middle.
Really? Okay.
It works better.
And that's, yeah, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then
No.
that. There you go. So then it's, hey, what? This one didn't move. Crap.
The pink one?
Yeah, hold on.
You want that there?
Damn it, I put it in the wrong place. If 5 goes in the middle, and then it's 1 across from 9, 2 across from 8, 3 across from 7, they all make 10 with 5 in the middle, 15 all around. There you go. There's the puzzle.
So is this here?
Hey.
No, because that makes the 1 diagonal across from 6 plus 5 is 11, so that does not go there.
So this
Oh, well, so fix it how it should be.
Pink needs to go.
Yes, hold on. I got you. There you go. There you go. There you go. 4, 6, and 5. 3, 7, and 5. 1, 9, and 5. 2, 8, and 5. There we go. I can't believe that took me so long to figure out.
And as you put all these shells into the urns, the same thing happens as before. Tiny holes open up all around you, and boiling water begins to pour out.
What went wrong here?
All right, hold on.
Yeah, but can
Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, no. It wasn't that easy. I fucked it up. Sorry. My mistake. I frelled it up.
So.
All right, so now is there a reset we can do, or do I have to make my tiny hut again and wait more?
The heated water continues to boil. You don't know about. There isn't really a way to know if the shells reset, but the shells in the basin off to the side, anytime you pull some out, it looks like there's the same amount as before. It's like a never-ending basin of shells.
Oh no, that's fine. I wanted to know about the boiling water. Like, are we just gonna like? I can do the tiny hut again. We can sit in there until the thing goes away. Then we can come back out and try again if we really want to do that. We can just skip ahead and say we did that. Or if you want to go ahead and do it because you might roll higher and kill me this time.
Yeah, sure, why not? No, I'm not gonna do that. No, you can keep trying this puzzle
Okay.
while the heat is on.
So if the hut lasts for like 8 hours, should we just have it up and like we can go in there when it's like
Okay, so I only
really
do
hot so that
diagonal.
we don't like burn ourselves and then just come back out because it like I don't like I
Or-
the water wasn't boiling when we came out, so like maybe the boiling water doesn't last for 8 hours.
Well, I think that Zaxa mentioned earlier that he has to be in the dome at all times. So if he makes the dome, he can't help us with the puzzle.
All right, yeah, never mind.
But it is getting hot.
I need everyone to take 1 point of fire damage. Emmy, you do not take that damage. Okay, anyone have any other suggestions for the puzzle?
No, I'm Sudokuing down here on my paper.
Yeah. So like every single row has to add up to 15.
Every
in every-
row, every column, every
in every
diagonal.
diagonal. Okay. So the left column is only that's absolutely not 15. So we need to
Yes, yes, thank you. I do see that now.
I think we need. Hold on.
I would like everyone to suffer 2 points of fire damage.
Ew.
Emmy 1. Algae's like, ugh, it's getting hot in here again.
and stuff.
Yeah,
There's
good
really
thing
no-
you said that because I wouldn't have known otherwise.
Come on, guys, you can do this.
I can't.
Tita, did you take an additional 3?
I did 1 and then 2. I gotta take 3 more.
Well, no, you gotta. It's from. You're doing it on D&D Beyond, but not on.
It won't let me do it on the other one. I'm on the arrow and I'm clicking it, and it's not letting me go into my stat thing. I just said that. I said it's not letting me do it. Like it's letting me. Oh, maybe because I needed to move him. I guess.
Might be it. I don't know. So, who is moving these things around? Who's the one moving them?
I'm moving them only because I don't have like a pencil and paper with me.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh boy, Zoxa, it might be a good idea to just cast your tiny hut anyway.
It's going to take 11 minutes.
Well, no, you can cast it regular.
Nope, no, I can't. I only have it as a ritual right now. I don't have it prepared.
Oh, all right.
You know, like always.
Get to it then. That's going to be 4 points of fire damage to everyone. 2 to Emmy.
Yeah, if it's going to keep going like this, I'm not going to be able to cast it in time.
I'm essentially doing it in minute increments, so.
They're not allowed to phone a friend, are they?
No.
Not one that's too far away.
Rest in peace.
You have,
I got it.
You have the answer.
Yeah.
Kayla's good at puzzles. This is where we need Kayla.
Sorry.
This is supposed to be an easy puzzle.
For the one who created it, I'm sure it is.
I did not create it. D&D created it. It's in one of the books.
I can't.
Did you have the answer when you found the puzzle?
You mean, did I figure it out?
Yeah.
The answer was in the book, but you
There
know
you
me,
go.
I love puzzles. I did it without the answers.
I can't.
Well,
do
there you
math.
go. We need you as a player then, apparently.
Sorry, I'm up in the sky.
All right, so what do you have so far? Let's look at this. Oh, 5 moved from the middle, so that's fun.
Because it can't be there.
Yes, it can. In the
Does
middle?
that mean it has to be there?
All right, I got it.
Ooh,
Oh, Tita's got it.
did it, Tita?
Nine, 2, and 4, 1, 6, and 8, 5, 7, and 3.
And then you gotta go in that way.
So it's 9 and
You
6,
all suffered 2 points of fire damage.
10 and 5, 10 and 5.
Your diagonals are wrong,
What? How are my diagonals wrong? Oh, yes.
or one of them at least is. So everyone 2 points of fire damage.
Is anyone like looking bad? Anyone crispy?
No, I'm at 24.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at half. So
All right. So,
I'm also
Algay is looking real bad. He's at 7.
I'm gonna go over cast a cure wounds on Zoxa. You are gonna get.
Fix it. I gotta swap.
You're gonna get 10 hit points back, Zoxa.
cool. Back at max.
Hey, there you go. I hope other people are attempting, because if Lauren's doing this alone.
Oh, I'm not. There's no way I can do this.
I'm still trying to work.
Yeah,
This
guys.
my mind does not do this.
No.
No, Zoxus, yeah. I'm stupid.
I gotta
This is
say,
very
Tita was
frustrating.
close. Tita was very close.
Is this the way that it was when Lauren arranged it?
This is
That's
how
how I-
Lauren had it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on.
So I will say that Zoxa was correct when he said that 1 needs to be opposite from 9, 5 needs to be in the middle, 2 needs to be opposite from 8, so on and so forth. But the order that you put those in for the horizontal
Yeah, I know, I'm switching up my shit.
and vertical ones need to also be 15.
Hold on. No. Damn it all.
All right, so while I'll let you guys, kind of take a peek at this. Maybe we can swing back to Zanesi. But currently you're all taking 4 more points of fire damage.
F.
So Zanesi,
Hey.
you have this feeling like deep down that somewhere
I
there's
know.
a puzzle that needs to be solved, but
It's so
oh well.
goddamn. All right.
So the two of you and Kubrick, you take the fighter pod. Would you like to fly, or do you want him to fly?
Ooh.
You're both fantastic pilots, so
Ooh. I think I want to fly.
okay. So you jump up at the cockpit seat.
Mm-hmm.
Kubrick takes the gun, just in case. You never know. And yeah, you begin to follow 1, keeping a safe distance, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Right? You don't want to get noticed.
No.
And you see, you follow him for a little bit, and he kind of like circles a bit, and then eventually he begins to descend toward the junkyard where Kubrick had spent much of his time working on the ship.
Ooh.
Kubrick's like, oh, he's going to the junkyard? Interesting.
Mm.
I wonder if he needs some supplies or something.
Do you think we should land?
Yeah, sure. I'm down. Where do you think's a good spot? He kind of just starts surveying. I don't see anything good. If you want, you can make a perception check.
Yoke doke.
All right, how about now?
Wait.
What'd you get, Zanesi?
That was an 8.
An 8. Yeah, you and Kubrick, you're both surveying the ground, and neither of you can see a good spot that's large enough for the fighter pod to land. So you're kind of circling, but you can see number one as you're circling around. You see him get out. He walks over to the guy who owns the junkyard, and they begin to chat for a bit. And of course, one is hulking, massively tall. And you can see his bright orangey, almost fiery. It's weird how bright his hair is and his beard and everything. But yeah, he's just you see him conversing with the gentleman that owns the place. The gentleman you see him kind of point off, and then one kind of turns and begins to walk in that direction.
Ooh.
All right, let's see how they did with that puzzle. Let's jump back.
It should be good.
Yeah.
Should be good. Well, we'll
Yeah,
see.
sorry, I don't know who was moving stuff, but I was just like, this is how I just wrote it out, and it should be fine. So.
No, you're valid.
That one's
I was
good.
like, whoever's
That
touching
one's
that
good.
stuff.
That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Oh yes, finally. The heat. You see those little holes that are in the sides of the tunnels begin to seal back up, and though the temperature is still hot, it begins to kind of cool back down slowly. What is the plan for your group now that you have finished that?
Has anything else like happened since all the shells are like in their spot?
I'm going to hopefully assume that the doors are now open.
Yeah, I want to go check.
You didn't hear
the door that
anything,
we
but yeah,
came
you can
through
definitely
first.
check. Do you want to check on the right hand or the left hand side?
I want to go check to the left. I want to check to see if the door that we came in through was open.
Sure. You poke your head around the corner. The door you came in is not open. However, when you turn around and you look at the one further down the original tunnel you were going through, it is open.
Okay. So I want to check the one on the other side too.
Sure. You make your way all the way around, or you can send someone so you don't have to go, all the way around.
I'll yell.
But yeah, they are both open.
Okay. Was there? Because I know with the one on the right, when me and Dumber checked it out, I know it looked like there was something there. Did I see anything down the hall from like the one on the left?
Yeah, looking in from that one as well, you can see pretty much the same thing just from the other side of the room. The way the angle looking into the room is from where you would be at that little opening. It's especially since you're underwater, there's not much you can really see except the base of some type of structure in the center of the room.
Oh wait, are the rooms going into like the same spot? Like, are they both going into the middle?
It looks it, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that they were both going away for some reason. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, the two of them, they both head straight up into what seems to be the same area.
Okay. So before we like go into that room, I feel like we should figure out a way to get the first door to open again in case we need to like make an escape. Yeah. So Zoxa, can your mage hand like fit through the bars?
That's a good question.
I hear a woofums.
Oh, woofums.
Is the distance range 30?
And then even if it could, would it be able to get to the shark to touch that pressure
No,
plate?
that's way too far.
Okay.
Yep. No, I can't do it.
All right. Can I like? God, I don't even know.
Hold on. Can I get like up to the gate on the other side, like this close?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Where's that tool? This is the guy.
I think you need a 30-foot distance, right?
Ooh, but that's 60 feet. Perfect.
Can I? Okay. How?
I have an idea.
Oh.
Now, was it a lever that I pulled before with the
No,
mage
it
hand?
was inside the mouth. It was as though the tongue depressed, like a pressure plate of sorts.
Ah, thank you. That is very good news. So I am going to use catapult because what I throw goes in a straight line up to 90 feet, and I just need a little bit of aim. So I'm going to. I don't want to waste one of my darts, so I'm going to pick up a rock on the ground, which I am assuming there are some because it looks fairly rocky.
Sure.
And I'm going to try and shoot for the shark's mouth.
Make an Arcana check.
Make an Arcana check. That's weird, but I will do that.
Let's see how well you can control your magic to control the rock.
That is an 11 plus 6.
Okay, 17. That does beat the DC that I had. So you use your catapult spell to huck that rock, and it flies into the back of the throat of the shark and then kind of rolls down. And the weight of the rock is enough to press down the tongue. The gate does open.
Ha!
All right. So let's pick a side and go that way, I guess.
All right.
Right side or left side? How are we getting in this room?
I don't think it much matters.
Right, left
Where's
side.
everyone else at the moment? As Minerva and Zoxa are bouncing around from entrance to entrance, what is everyone else doing?
Well, I'm tired from solving that puzzle. No, I'm kidding. No, actually, I'm gonna skirt. I'm gonna go follow them.
Okay.
I'm gonna skirt.
Yeah.
How about Emmy?
I mean, you guys are, yeah.
Emmy is muted. Emmy is still muted.
Right? She's like, I'm talking.
Sorry, in the second I unmute,
The dogs bark.
Yeah.
So as soon as you guys begin to make your way, Zoxa and Minerva, to this gate entrance over here, what was once open is now closed.
Oh, guys, come on.
Okay.
The gate in front of us right now
Correct.
is closed, but the gate behind us is once again open.
Correct.
So these gates can't be open at the same time. We're just gonna have to hope if we need to make a quick escape, we're gonna need to hope that Zoxa, what you just did, can work again.
I imagine I can repeat the experiment.
Okay. Tita, you solved the puzzle. Can you go put the shells where they need to be so that this gate can come open again?
Okay. All right, so I'll hang out back over here.
All right. So Tita does that, and as he finishes, the gate that is right in front of the two of you, Minerva and Zoxa, opens once again. However, the one at the entrance where you came in closes. And Zoxa, Modi, and Diambra no longer have Emmy's extra hit points. So that would have been gone like a while ago.
Yeah, I don't have them anymore. Oh, you mean the pink dot?
Yeah, the pink dot.
Okay.
I'm taking off the other two. There we go.
You can take that off. I'm not
So,
sure how to take that off.
The gate in front of you is open.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Tita, you're making your way back to them, I'm assuming. To make it easier, I'm going to copy and paste all of you into the next room. So I'm just going to move Tita closer so it's easier. As you enter, actually, put yourselves in the order you would like to enter. You can have them be like 2 or 3 file. Just kind of fill this area where you'd like to be.
I'm up with you, Minerva.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Creed.
Oh, you're back.
Emmy's going to the far end.
Yeah. I was trying to like grab and drag.
He wants to be right up front. Diambra will be kind of behind you. Zoxy staying where? Right there?
Yep.
Yeah, healer will stay kind of back too. All right, let me
We'll do
copy and
that.
paste you all into the next room. Just bear with me 1 sec while I finish this. All right, you should all be seeing a new screen. Andy, for your knowledge, the bottom left-hand corner is where they are at the moment. All right, and this is what you all see as you enter into the new chamber.
Water?
However, as you swim through, you can see that the water breaks above and there is air.
Nice.
So what would you like to do?
All right. Well, I say to the group, I'm not sure if this is the chamber where we're supposed to find what we're looking for, but just in case it is, again, like we should just be careful with what we touch.
Okay.
No more boiling water, please.
Hopefully not.
Right.
Right.
Well,
It looked like
then I
there's,
must
like,
find Coralina. And
I hope
now
she's
I'm assuming you're all still underwater. You haven't come above yet, right?
no.
Not yet.
If anyone plans to, please let me know.
Okay.
So,
Does it look like this goes in like two different directions?
and you mean like to the straight ahead and to the right?
Yeah.
From what you can see, it does kind of look like that. Yeah.
Okay. Since we're searching around, do we want to like half of us go one way, half of us go the other? If anything goes wrong, we'll make sure to have people with communicators in each group.
I don't think that's a bad idea, Minerva. I think that's a great idea. But we should probably split ourselves up so that, we have unique talents in each group.
Right. Right. Okay. So
I'm waiting to see what the mer guy is gonna do.
He wants to. He's trying to go. He's like, I must find Coralina. She could be in here.
You go do that, sir.
Yes.
You get eaten by whatever's in there.
I'm going to go scout. And he begins to swim. If anyone would like to stop him, now's your time.
Nope.
Okay.
Bye.
we're with him, but we're on different missions.
Yeah. Eventually, he disappears into like beyond your vision in the darkness.
All right. Okay.
Nice knowing you, bro.
I'm trying to think, cause like, okay, Diambra, if you want to go with Zoxa and who would make more sense here? Zoxa and Emmy. I'll go with Modi and Tita.
Do it.
Hello, is anyone even there?
Hello?
Zoxa, does that work for you?
Does this seem balanced to people?
Well, I'm against splitting the party in the first place, but sure.
We're just searching around. If anything goes wrong, we contact each other.
Because that always goes planned.
And I'm assuming you're staying underwater.
For now at least.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So who's going in what direction?
Well, I mean, we're kind of put in 2 different directions already, aren't we?
Don't worry, Zaxa. I will be sure to keep you safe.
I've heard that one before.
She rolls her eyes and begins to turn in the direction. Are you heading? Well, if no one has any preference, then I say that we head to the right, and Minerva can follow our fish friend.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you begin to make your way under the water.
Under the water.
And I will say that you see pretty much nothing except that there's this large platform. You can kind of see where there are platforms, but you can't see what's on top of them or anything like that if you stay underwater. So I'm not going to make it visible yet, but Minerva, when you move forward straight ahead, I would say about 60 feet from your current location, which I'm going to make you guys bigger so you match the rest of the creatures in this map.
Hey.
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 That was just like Mario mushroom status.
No, yeah.
As you all begin to move, you can see that there is a structure kind of directly ahead of you.
Okay.
And then off straight ahead and kind of to the right, there is another even larger one.
But like they all look like they peak somewhere above the water.
Oh yes.
All right.
How far up you said?
How far up?
Like, is the surface like for like?
Oh, you can. There's probably about 20 feet of water, and then it hits the surface from the bottom of the water.
Does it look? What does I don't know. Like, how do we know it's the surface? Is it bright up there? Is it?
There's a slight greenish glow, and then there's also you can see that the waves kind of just like move. Like you can see the top of the water kind of moving.
Okay.
Well,
you can also see that there are plants that are floating atop the water.
Oh, so there's air. So
yes.
I want to go up.
Yeah, I'll slowly swim up.
Same. I want to see what's on top of these platforms.
Sure. How far forward into the darkness would you all like to be when you come up?
Ooh, that's a weird.
I don't want to
where I am.
I don't want to be too close to the platform, but like.
All right, so Zaxa, you all, is everyone going above water?
Hold on. There, now where I am.
All right, so you all make your way above water, and doing that, I will just make the whole map visible because, why not?
Because why not?
Reveal areas, the entire map.
Oh, great.
Come on. There we go. Can you see now or no?
Nope.
Not yet.
Why didn't it reveal the area? That's weird. There we go.
There it is.
Whoop, there it is.
So as you break the surface, you hear, and they all kind of like look around and they begin to spot you bobbing up and down in the water are these large fish-like creatures.
Cool.
That you
Definitely
have
didn't know that was
some of before. And you guys all need to be slightly bigger.
There is so much happening here.
Oh, there's some things.
Okay.
All right, so first off, we're gonna scoot back over to Zanesi as battle's about to ensue, but you can all roll initiative because it's going to be necessary for when we return.
Yeah.
Zanesi, as you are circling above, you kind of follow number one.
Mm-hmm.
You see him get to this large just pile of who knows what, just scrap metal. He begins to dig through, and you see him starting to, it looks like, it seems like he's picking out a particular type of metal. It looks like the same sheen, the same color. But he's gathering a bunch of scraps, and then every once in a while he'll bring them back to his ship, and then he'll go back out for more. But he's out there for a while. Are you planning on continuing to just fly around for a bit, or? What do you think he's doing?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming he's going to build something, but it doesn't look like any of those things would go together. He'd have to like melt them down.
Tell you this, I don't think that guy has the patience to build something, especially from scrap metal.
Okay. Well, if he's not building it, then who is?
You can make an intelligent. Actually, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Let me see if Kubrick would know. No, Kubrick does not know.
Well, that's upsetting.
I don't know.
I hate it when I know something that my character doesn't. Do you think we should stop him?
I think it really depends on what he's making. I think there's a way for us to figure out what he's making before he makes it.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It looks like all the same metal. Do we know what that is? What?
We'd have to. I might be able to tell you, but we'd have to get a closer look. If you'd like, Zin, you can try to make, I guess, just an intelligence check to see if you can figure out what it might be, as you work with metals quite often.
Yeah.
It's going to be a disadvantage for the distance, though. You can't really say. It's difficult to see.
Oh boy, I've been rolling so good on all my intelligence-based checks this eve. That's an 8.
Yeah, there's a few different metals you've worked with that have a similar sheen to this. You're not quite sure. You definitely think you're gonna have to get a little closer.
Man. I can't figure it out. We'd have to get closer for me to figure out exactly what kind of metal that is, and then maybe we'd be able to figure it out. But I'm assuming he's taking it back, so
yeah, it's a good assumption, I'd say.
I mean, I'm not very sneaky right now.
Well, it's true. I wouldn't say that I'm very sneaky ever, so
that is fair.
Maybe he's bringing that metal to his dad.
What's his dad do?
Well, he's a blacksmith.
Kubrick? I'm gonna lose my mind.
What?
You didn't think to tell me that when I was like, oh, who's he gonna bring it to? Who's gonna build him things?
Listen, the last time we saw him, he went upstairs to see his dad. So that was the thing that I thought of. Maybe he was going to see his dad. I don't know. Okay,
his dad, the blacksmith.
Yeah,
who works with metals to make things.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yep. That's probably it then. He's probably bringing it to Garcus.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know that I've never met Garcus personally. He's a fire giant though. I do know that, so I don't necessarily know that I want to mess with him.
Yeah, no, I'm all set with that. Thank you.
Maybe we could just talk to him regularly.
Talk to who, Garcus?
Yeah, at a shop or something. If he has a shop, he's not going to just walk in there and get smited, smoked or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, we'd have to go there when Big Scary Man is not there.
So like now?
Yeah, so like now. Now would be a good time.
Okay, let's do this.
All right.
So I'm assuming you begin to lead you and Kubrick go back to the base?
Yep.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, everyone over here. We only have 15 minutes, so I would like to get everyone's initiative rolls and maybe set the scene and possibly get a little into it. So, Emmy, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Ooh, terrible. All right.
For me.
Tita. Great. We will wait until...
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Yes. Tita, what'd you get for your initiative? Okay, seems frozen again, so we'll just go to Minerva.
I got a 15.
15 for Minerva. Zoxa?
2.
Ooh. Ooh, what? You have a negative dex, though, right? So you're still going after the creatures. And then we're going to swing back to Tita. What was yours? She's still frozen? Yeah, she's totally frozen. Cool. We'll get that in a second. But as you all pop out of the water, what you see, and obviously looking at the map, you can pretty much see it anyway, but you see a massive platform pretty much in the center of the room. Atop the platform, you can see some sahuagin. They seem to be kneeling and facing forward toward another platform at the far end of the room. Also has a couple shark statues. It looks like there's a more imposing sahuagin as well as another warrior, and there's a very bulbous, fat female one with a staff that seems to be chanting some type of I guess enchantment or chant, and you see this more imposing sahuagin figure has a female merfolk kind of grappled in his arm, and he seems as though he's getting ready to kind of hold her down over this big stone platform that you can kind of see in the center there. And then there are 2 giant pillars that also hold up the room. Other than that, anything else is pretty much covered by water besides those platforms. And the 2 pillars on the sides you cannot get up on there. They go all the way to the ceiling. I just didn't have a way of representing that. But that is what you see. Did Tita unfreeze yet? Nope, Tita's just gone. Good stuff. So I would first like to start out by saying it might be Tita. We don't know because of who knows what the initiative is for that. But Diambra is the first to go.
Nice.
In this initiative order. And you can hear these creatures with their like gurgling voices, and there you can hear them kind of shouting out sounds and whatnot, not able to make out what they're saying. But Diambra is going to attempt to swim her way to the main platform in the center there. But she only gets in the 15 feet. She's just barely going to be able to get over there and up onto the platform for her turn. She kind of pulls herself up over the rocks onto the platform. And that's Diambra's turn. That'll bring us to the larger, imposing figure who is going to take this female Triton and hold her down over the stone and begin to bring up a blade to her throat. That is going to bring us to the priestess, who is beginning to chant, and she sees all of you. And as she kind of sees, actually, she wouldn't see all of you. She would see Minerva, Tita, and Modi, as well as Algae, pop up from the water. And she is going to, you see this, Minerva, you see this tealish, glowing energy, a beam of it, fire out toward you.
Nice.
Does where's the priestess? Does a 17 hit your armor class?
Yeah, it do.
Ooh, okay. Oh no, I'm dropping my dice everywhere. You will be suffering 14 points of radiant damage, and there's this tealish blue glow that begins to form around you.
Great, but it's radiant damage, and I'm resistant to that.
So you take half.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So after the priestess goes, she is actually going to take a bit of cover behind her podium. And then that's going to bring us to Minerva.
Okay. All right. So I get 40 feet on my first turn, but is it still halved because I'm still kind of in the water?
It is halved, yes.
Okay. So, okay, so that, okay, can we call that like I'm trying to get to this guy, but I don't think I can do that.
What is your full speed?
My
Double?
full speed?
It would be 30,
Well,
right?
Yeah, right now it's 40, but I want to have an attack left over.
Well, it takes whatever your speed is to get there is halved, and then to pull yourself up over the edge is 5 feet of movement, and then you got to move the rest of the way. So I'm going to say you're probably not going to be able to make it
All right.
to one guy. You can get onto the platform unless you want to cast Zephyr Strike and move extra.
I could, but nah. I'm just gonna get myself onto the platform. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action on this guy, and I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
All right. I did not see which guy because I'm in like multiple screens. This
Oh,
guy right here. Perfect.
this-
Perfect.
yeah, okay.
I will throw a little marker on him.
Well, actually, he's gonna take 2 crossbows because I'm gonna 2 attacks.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. One of them is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And the other one's a 12 to hit.
That yep, just hits.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Ooh, all right. He's gonna take 17 points of piercing damage.
And that's total for both attacks.
Total, yeah.
Okay. Looking rough already. Definitely bloodied. Let me make him red. Yeah, already hurting pretty bad. Nice job. Is Tita back yet? No.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Okay. What is your initiative?
I rolled a nat 20 when we did initiative, so.
Of course you did. So what is that, like 25 or something?
No, my initiative is only +2, so 22.
Okay, so Tita's up here. So I skipped you because I had no idea what you were.
I figured.
And I was about to just roll for you and just be Tita, but so glad you're back. So we'll circle back to you and then we'll go back into order. So Tita, you are up.
Oh, I mean, so obviously I'm going to swim over to the people, the crew.
Which the ones that are on this big.
Hold on, yeah. Let me just get my little thingy. Yep. Boop boop. Okay.
Boop boop. You had enough movement to get there?
I wasn't very far. My movement even halved is still 25.
So from where you were, I just want to make sure because you'd have to double move to get to where you are currently.
That's not where I was. That was where I was.
You were over here with these guys, somewhere in this general vicinity.
All right, fine, whatever. So then, yeah.
So you can move a little further now that you're up on the land if you wanted to get a little closer, but that would be.
No, I'll just stay there.
Okay, so fantastic. So Modi's up next. Modi is just going to kind of keep himself at a distance and wade over to here. To kind of keep out of sight, and he's probably going to do the same thing that she did, and he's going to fire it at one of these other sahuagin creatures up here. Unfortunately, that is a terrible miss. You see a golden streak of energy fly out of the walking stick of Modi, and it just barely, as these creatures kind of stand up and turn around to look at you, you see this golden beam just fly by this sahuagin creature and blast into the pillar on the opposite side, unfortunately not making purchase. After Modi is Algae. Algae is going to see his beautiful wife and begin to swim very quickly to her, double moving to get to this platform. He gets to about here. And that's his turn. So that's going to bring us now to Corlena. She's going to try to struggle and break free from the larger sahuagin there. To no avail. You see her struggling, but you just go with one hand, just pinning her down. And she's stuck there. Emmy, you're up next.
Ah, crap. Okay. I want to get to the 2 people that are closest to me.
Okay. Are 2 allies or 2 enemies?
my two allies.
Sure. So you can get to, it's either going to be Diambra and Tita, or you've got Zoxa kind of the opposite direction.
Will Zoxa let me touch him? That's important.
That depends on the reason.
It's to help you.
You might as well give it to the other two. Whatever you're gonna do.
Just don't.
All he was saying was don't touch me.
Yeah.
No, it'll be more helpful for people who are combat oriented, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. So, who did you say I could reach?
You can reach Diambra and Tita.
Okay. All right. I want to reach both of them.
Yep.
If I can in time, and I have to
Hold
touch.
yourself up and then move over to in between the two of them. Yep. Gotcha.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just having trouble with. I got the wrong thing. I got the pan view, not the select move thing. Where'd I go?
I moved you
Anyways,
to in between Tita and
I want
Diambra.
to run up to them and I want to give them each a boop on the nose because I have to touch them. So I go boop, and I'm gonna do enhance ability so that each of them get bear's endurance. They get advantage on Constitution checks, and it also gains 2d6 temporary hit points, and it lasts for an hour.
What is this spell?
This is enhance ability.
I feel like that's only one person.
3rd level. 3rd level should be 2 people.
Oh, you're right. Yep, totally right. You can bump it up to more people as a higher level. Okay, so Tita and Diambra are getting additional hit points, you said.
Mm-hmm.
How many additional?
9, actually.
9. All right, so it's going to be 36 hit points for Diambra. And Tita gets 9 more as well, Tita, so if you want to add that in.
Where?
If you double click Tita's character in Roll20, and then in the green bar slot, the first one, you just change the 24 to 33. Actually, you're back up to full. Never mind, I got you.
So.
You're just back up to full because you got 9 hit points from Emmy.
Okay.
And you have advantage on Constitution saves, was it, Emmy?
Yes, any Constitution check they get.
Check, okay. All right, very good. So you guys have been bolstered. So yeah, you kind of boop them on the nose. Do you have a bonus action that you would like to do?
I don't think I can do it in time, unless I can enact a cantrip here, but that's not a bonus action.
No, the only bonus action I think you could do right now is an inspiration, but
it's kind of, they won't really hear me.
Well, you're right next to them, so.
No, I'm gonna hold it for now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make a plan.
All right, so after Emmy, the sahuagin now go. So this one that is injured is going to run right up to Minerva, and it has advantage on its strike due to the glowing teal energy around her.
That's interesting.
That's going to be a successful hit for sure. And Minerva, you will be suffering 5 points of piercing damage as a spear just kind of right into your gut, kind of avoids your armor. We got these other two. This one here is going to run down, just kind of crowding your whole group. And it's going to attack. Oh, I didn't make the second attack on Minerva there. Hold on. Second attack does an 11 doesn't hit you, right?
No.
Okay, so your second attack misses. But then this one is going to take 1 strike at Tita and 1 strike at Emmy as it runs up. So Tita, I'm guessing a 6 doesn't hit you.
No.
Though Emmy, I believe an 18 does hit you.
Oh, yeah, it does.
You will be suffering 6 points of piercing damage from the spear. as it jabs into you as well. But then the one who's staying put pulls out a couple javelins and begins to huck them in your direction as well. One at Tita, one at Diambra. Tita, does an 18 hit your armor class?
Yeah.
You will be suffering 4 points of piercing damage as a javelin slams into your shoulder. And then Diambra, ooh, that might hit her. Yeah.
What did you say?
Boy.
4?
I believe so. 5, maybe 4. You know, if you're
It
right,
was 4.
It's 4. So then, yeah, Diambra's taken some damage from that as well. Same thing, 4 points. Back to her normal hit points. And I believe, oh no, there's one more sahuagin up here. This sahuagin is going to charge over to Algae and attempt to stab into him twice. Both success. Oh boy.
Gonna die, isn't he?
Wouldn't be surprised. Yes. So you see, this guy is so useless.
Oh no.
You see Algae begin to float. Well, he gets kicked off the edge and just begins to float in the water here.
Oh, this poor dude. This poor dude.
He's trying so hard to save his wife. All right, so after after those guys all go, it's going to bring us now to Zaxa.
Damn right it is.
Damn right.
Let's see. Okay, we're gonna get the handy dandy tool, and that's 30 feet right there. Beautiful. What? How can he travel 30 feet on the water? Well, Misty Step, motherfucker.
Misty Step, you mofos.
Boom!
Right to the edge.
So don't check that off. Oh, that's the Tolkaskref. That's what it is. Calls out that and just boom right here, and then that was, if I'm not mistaken, a bonus action. And then what I can do is nothing else.
May I make a suggestion?
You may absolutely make a suggestion.
The dodge action.
Oh yeah?
Minerva just yells out, "Prepare yourself, Zaxa!"
Dodge!
By the way, Minerva, that glow around you is already gone. It was only good for one attack.
Oh, fantastic.
It's an effect of the guiding bolt spell
Mm,
that Modi and this priestess both have.
iconic. I've never played a cleric. I did not know. Or a warlock.
All right, so Zaxa, is that all for you?
Yeah, I will take the dodge action.
All right, you are ready to go. After Zaxa, we're going to go back up to the top with Tita.
Great. This guy's right in front of me, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait, we're above water, yeah?
You are above water. You're gonna
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm obviously gonna pickaxe it then, because that's my best
Oh yeah.
Option. Plus 16, does that hit?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Coming in hot with that pickaxe.
Do it, Tita, do it.
So 7 points of damage.
Okay. First strike.
And then I'm just gonna, again, obviously with the pickaxe.
Sure.
Oh, nat 20!
Whoa!
All right, so how that works is you take your max possible damage, which is what? 8, and then you roll the normal attack dice again.
Oh, okay. plus the plus or just the dice?
Well, 8 is the damage that you do.
Like my regular max would be 1d6 plus 2, so that'd be 8.
So 8, yeah. 8 plus whatever the dice you just rolled is.
Just the dice. Like I'm not
Yes,
adding 2 again.
just the
So
dice.
plus 3, so then 11 total.
11. Ooh. All right. Yeah, so you kind of just I would say the first strike was you just took the flat end of your pickaxe and you just smash him in the face. And then as he kind of goes back, you reel around and then you stab the pointy end of your pickaxe just jabs right into his side, kind of piercing in. And he kind of goes for it, but you can you still have some things you can do if you want. He looks real bad.
Well, no, yeah, since he's already looking, I'm already got him on the hook there, literally. I'm gonna key point so I can do the flurry of blows, yes?
2 more attacks, sure.
Yeah. Hold on, let me mark that. Okay. This is just my regular though, hands, right?
Yes.
Like regular unarmed attack. Okay.
Yep.
Which is what? Oh, still plus 5. 9, 5, 14. Does that hit?
It does.
Yes. Okay. So then that is gonna be 6 more damage.
And you see as you strike him with your fist, this time you what you do is you have the pickaxe already jammed in him. You take the palm of your hand and you just come and slam it in even further. You just hit it so that it jams in further, and you just see all like this dark blackish red blood begin to pool out, and he again just begins to kind of float limp.
Yeah.
You still have 1 more attack.
I mean, I'll just continue on with the.
Yeah, you could take like a 5-foot step right into this injured guy.
Yeah. All right.
Go for it.
11, 5, 16. So obviously, yeah.
Yep.
And 6 again for the damage.
Similar situation here, but you come over. This one is paying attention to Minerva. It's trying to stab in. Doesn't even notice you. Essentially fly forward, just right into his temple, knocking him off into the water.
Yeah.
Nice.
And after you go, Tita, Diambra is going to charge forward. She's going to get right into melee with this guy. But she had to double to get there. And now what you see, as you can hear this merfolk screaming and wriggling, trying to get away from this larger sahuagin creature, and you just see him take a large knife and slit across her throat. And as the blood begins to just kind of pour out and cloud the water, the stone structure underneath her seems to almost magnetize it, and it just gets sucked down to the large stone platform. And as it begins to almost get absorbed into the stone, you feel the entire chamber shake a bit, and you see some dust begin to fall from the ceiling above. And you can hear the sound of creaking metal in the distance, maybe underwater. And with that being said, that is where we are going to end for the evening, and we're going to pick up right back at this point of the battle.
Oh my god.
Cliffhanger.
So I obviously thank you all so much for sticking it out and watching us this late. We went about 10 minutes past, so I do apologize for that, but I just wanted to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, because I always like to do that if I can. But we will be back next week. Don't forget, this Saturday coming up is the premiere of Just the Tips. It should be fairly interesting. It's very short, nothing too crazy, but hopefully I'll see you then. And if not, we'll see you Monday next week.